Hello everyone, I'm Bishi, in case you didn't know. And tonight, we are getting back into Hollow Justice. We are playing some more Ace Attorney at last. And we'll be starting, I think it's Dual Destinies tonight, the second game in the trilogy. I played the first one, I guess last year, I think, when this release first came out. And then I took a break from it to do other stuff. So we're back. We're back! And I am so late. Yes. I'm very late. Chat, are you mad at me? Are you mad at me, chat? Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Like, it's my fault, but it's not my fault. I forgot to download this game over the weekend. My bad. Yep. Chat is expressing their anger with me. Alright, so... I think we have to go here. Because I already played this. Okay, here's Dual Destinies. Are we excited? I'm excited. New game! New game! That looks like the anime or something. I'm 32 now and I can feel it in my bones, but it's all good. Hey, it's fine, you know? With age comes wisdom and experience. You only have one life. You have to enjoy it, okay? Aging means you survived. And that's a good thing. Chicken Mansion, yeah. As someone who turned 40 this year. I feel like that's just gonna happen forever, though, because there's always gonna be someone younger than you that says, I feel old. And you're gonna turn to them and be like, really? Creaks, yeah. Oh, God. I don't know how I was able to stand up today after this weekend. My whole body hurts so bad. Ultimate survivorship bias. The day I went to the fair, it was Pride Day, so everyone was wearing Pride shirts and being queer. Oh, that's awesome! I was so happy to see so many gays. I didn't know it was Pride Day, but if I did, I would have worn my Pride shirt. Yeah! Oh, that's fun. I love that the fair did that. I was watching another streamer who turned 24 who claimed they felt old. Oh. I mean, old relative to what? You know? 24. I can't imagine how they're gonna feel when they get a little older. Now you feel old, huh? I don't know what qualifies as old at this point. I'm just happy to be... Right? Like, it's subjective, I guess. Alright. Anyway. Let's see who's old in this game. Anyone older than 24? No. Hell no. Okay. You know what? Okay. I keep meaning to press start, and then I'm like, you know what? Wait a second. Honestly, I feel like as you get older, you find a new age that feels old. You know what I mean? Even if you felt old at 20-something, when you get into your 30s or 40s, you're gonna be like, oh, now I feel, you know? That's why I'm like, maybe we shouldn't feel old. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, someday, we're gonna be, like, 80. That's old. Don't feel old until then. Just hold off, you know? Enjoy your 20s. Enjoy your 30s. Enjoy your 40s. Enjoy your 50s and 60s even. Your 70s. If you feel old right now, how do you think that's gonna make older you feel? It's one thing to think you're mentally old versus physically old. I'm definitely the latter. Yeah, I think when you feel it physically, I don't know, it's more present. Because then, like, even if you mentally feel young, if you start, like, getting, like, muscle aches and bone aches and stuff, you're gonna be like, oh, my body feels like it's aging. Yeah, but... Oh, that's largely because I really should exercise more. Yeah, same. Welcome in, Oni. Peeks out from Lurk. Happy birthday, Panda. Also, I'm 45. I'm ancient. But to me, that's not old either. You know what I mean? Like, I think maybe it doesn't help too that like obviously all of us are very heavily like internet users, and I feel like sometimes being on the internet can make you feel like anything older than 20 is old, you know, when it's like in real life, in reality, old is definitely subjective, but also old really is like, I feel like you're old when you can't do the things that you used to be able to do. Although that is also subjective, because like when you're a little kid, you can do stuff that you can't do when you're 20. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't think old is like 80. I don't know. But it's also fair to feel how you want to feel. You know, I'm not trying to make y'all feel... Okay. Thanks for saving me, internet. Stream's too old, it died. Yeah. Let's do it. Crying out loud. Just want to play Ace Attorney. Wave your hands and body roll. Yeah. Is he saying something? Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Well, that's the game, guys. Sorry. There's no courthouse anymore, so... I don't know how we're gonna be a lawyer.
These are dark times, where the law has been reduced to rubble. And it's up to us to restore it to its former glory. Yeah, I know what you mean. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Don't you worry. I've got a trusty new partner on board.
High tech! Her.
Done. Ready to go?
Hot to go?
You bet. Let's do this.
She's been with us for half a year, though I can hardly believe it. Anyway, her power will be our greatest weapon.
Power of technology? Uh-oh.
Are you all right, miss?
Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned.
Nick!
Time to bring it to an end.
The Ace Attorney that we've all heard so much about. The music. Oh, a baby! Oh my god. You can't tame that one. The cookie! The cookie badge. I've missed you, Phoenix. It's been so long. Wow. There he is. Okay, what the hell happened to you? What is this, Code Geass? What happened? Jesus. Were you in the room with the bomb? His eye, his arms, his jacket. Episode 1, Turnabout Countdown. Who hurt him? Yeah, no more hobo dad. Yeah, the bomb was hot to go.
The best thing about bombs is how they erase and destroy without discretion.
Did they erase and destroy him?
Now all I have to do is pin everything on that little girl!
This was a choice for me to make. I hope he doesn't talk a lot, because that's gonna be painful. December 17, 9:22 a.m. District Court Defendants Lobby. Welcome in, Dan. Oh, number 5. Number 5. Mambo number 5. He has the I'm edgy boy jacket wearing technique, yeah. Like, his arms aren't in the sleeves. They're just warming his shoulders. Still need to play Ace Attorney. Every time I see Let's Plays for it, I get so curious. It's a really great game, a really great series. I would definitely start with the original trilogy. They're always going on sale, and they're on several different platforms, so it's very easy to get into Ace Attorney nowadays. Everything's been ported to console, if that matters to you. You know, it used to just be on the DS, and some of them weren't localized, so yeah, it's a great time. It's kind of similar to Yakuza. We've gotten a lot of localizations in the last few years. Yeah, I started with the main trilogy many years ago on stream, and then I think we hopped into the first Apollo Justice game after that, or we started with Ace Attorney Chronicles. But yeah, Ace Attorney Chronicles is great. You can play that whenever. It's not like in line with anything. It basically happens back in like the 1800s, so you can play it whenever. But I would recommend with the main trilogy first, because that's like the first games that came out. You're not a true fan until you play the original game on the Game Boy Advance. Oh, God. I didn't have a Game Boy, okay? I couldn't even do that if I wanted to. How much y'all want to bet his name is like Dextinator? Yeah, like Detonator or something. Yup, they love their puns. Very Meowth voice? I didn't even know it sounded like Meowth. Well, that's okay. He was giving Meowth vibes, you know? Apollo's edgy in this one. Cookie badge. A baby where? It was Trudy. Trudy? God damn, I can't remember this baby's name. It's not Trucy. Oh no, it's not Tracy. Okay, I thought it was Tracy. It's not Tracy. It's Truce. Oh my God. What is this baby's name? I don't remember. I cannot remember her name ever. Close enough. Welcome back, Detective Redhead from Ghost Trick. Oh yeah, that's Lynn. I only remember that one because I literally saw like a picture of her recently. Trucy. What was I saying? I said Trucy, right? Trucy doesn't sound like a real name to me. I'm sorry. When I say Trucy, I'm like, is that real? Did I make that up? Did I make up this name? That doesn't sound real. Yeah. Oh. That bomb was hot to go. I saw that. All right. It is Trucy. No, don't confuse me. Trudy, Trucy, Tracy. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm never gonna remember now. Oh, it's gone forever now. There's no way. Athena. Nope. Not feeling nervous at all. It's amazing what a girl can get used to. Even a tense atmosphere like this is no biggie. You doing okay, Athena? Oh, he's already messed up. Oh, Apollo. So Athena's the redhead from earlier? Truce, Trend, Terry, Telly. Oh god. Trendy. Teletubby. Yeah, was her name Teletubby? Apollo. Yeah, doing great. Like, hum a little tune great. Oh yeah? Well, that's good to hear. Although, I could have sworn I heard your voice crack for a second there. Oof, I'm that transparent, huh? To be. Cracking? No, my voice isn't cracking. Nerves of steel here, I tell you. 3D. Was the first game 3D? It wasn't 3D. Was the first game 3D? I just remember the really terrible CGI, like, 3D scene where we had to listen to that song over and over again. But the whole game wasn't like that. Did 3D before? It's been a year since I played the first game. Hey, kid, only Integra Helsing and Balalaika from Black Lagoon can wear a coat like that and look cool. He's trying so hard. I just noticed Apollo and Athena are Greek gods. Didn't put that together till now. Yeah! Yeah, Athena. She's the newest lawyer character. So she was... Have I ever played a game with her in it? No, I don't think so. I think I was remembering the forensic scientist girl because she was in the original trilogy in like a bonus episode, and then she popped up in the first Apollo game. But this is the first time I think I've seen Athena, right? I think I've just seen fan art of her and stuff. Dual Destinies was the first 3D game. Oh, okay. They just wanted to do it in 3D. Okay. We went from 2D to 3D. Okay. This is Apollo Justice. He's a fellow lawyer at the office I work for. Apollo is the lead for the defense on this case, but I'm going to be there at the bench with him, doing what I can to help out. I'll do whatever it takes to defend Junie. Junie. Speaking of steel, how are you holding up? That explosion really did a number on you. Yeah, I guess he was in the courtroom. I'm just happy you're okay, Athena. Although, I can't pretend I have no connection to this case. That's why I'm gonna see to it that Juniper's name is cleared. I'm sure you feel much the same way. You got that right. I won't rest until Junie's completely cleared of all suspicion. Apollo, Athena. Oh, the little pine cone. Oh, I like her outfit. Thank you for doing this for me. Junie. Woods? You must not have allergies then. You're breathing in the flower to help you? Okay. Are you sure it's not the pollen that's messing you up? Hey, are you okay? Sorry about that. I always seem to go into coughing fits whenever I get nervous. This kind of thing never happens at home in the forest, though. This is Juniper Woods. She's my dear, dear childhood friend, and she's also our client for this case. The news keeps repeating that Junie is the alleged bomber. Oh, come on! She's got a pine cone bow! Are we serious? Be serious. She has a pine cone bow. And little braids with leaves and sunflowers on her hat. Can't a girl just exist without being accused of being a bomber? Dahlia was a serial killer in the third game. That's different. She didn't have a pine cone bow. And her buttons are acorns! I didn't even notice that! Would an evil person wear acorn buttons? I just can't. I just can't. Remember that Dahlia was a character? Okay, alright. Looks can be deceiving. Okay. People got freaked out with Dahlia. They can't trust cute girls anymore. I don't know. Something about Dahlia didn't seem right. I bet she did it. She stole them from squirrels. You just can't win. I think you just can't win. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you do. Okay, Junie is the alleged bomber. But that's ridiculous. There's no way Junie would do anything like that. Plus, I mean, we did see the bomber in the beginning. I brought you a little snack, Athena. Just a little something from my garden. And she has an orange tree in her garden. Hey, thanks. So, is this an orange or a tangerine? It's an orange, my grandma says. Are they gonna have an argument about oranges versus tangerines right now? That orange is the color of strength and endurance. Oh, I get it. Strength for the trial, right? Junie, you're always so good to me. Jeez, look at me. Standing here, clutching an orange to my chest with tears in my eyes. Well, don't you worry. We'll be so powerful in there they won't know what hit them. Right, Apollo? Yeah, that's right. Come what may, this is one trial. We just can't lose. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Man down. Apollo! Apollo! Ugh. And he's up. Blood is seeping through his bandages. One of his wounds must have reopened. All this time, he was trying to put on a brave face, but he was really overdoing it. Mr. Justice. Huh? The trial's about to start, sir. Please proceed to the courtroom. I forgot his last name is Justice. What? Now? But Apollo's in no state to defend. Ah! I have to defend Juniper! What are we gonna do? The trial's about to start with or without us. There's only one other option I can think of at a time like this. But even if I called him now, he would never get here in time. I wonder who she could be talking about. No, wait! There's something else I can do. Apollo, give me all the evidence for the case. Huh? What are you gonna do? Bailiff. Yes, miss? The defense would like to submit a substitution of attorney petition. Tina! You're not seriously. You just concentrate on getting better. I'll defend Junie. All by yourself? Athena, stop for a second. Think about what you're saying. You've never once taken a case on alone before, right? No hay problema. I can handle it, I think. Is she Spanish? But I guess it's really up to you, Junie. Would you be okay with me taking over? A Latina? Thank God! Or is she just being quirky? Chat? Chat, tell me. Sure. I believe in you, Thena. And that's enough for me. She's like, look at my lawyer. I'm gonna go to jail. You're worried for me, aren't you? To be honest, I'm pretty nervous too. I think my heart might just burst out of my chest. But you're in no shape to stand at the bench now. So you'll just have to leave it to me. Alright. I can see your mind's made up anyway. I hate it that I can't be there. But I know you'll give your utmost to defend Juniper. You bet I will. Rest assured of that. I don't know. I wish she was. Oh, she's not. Oh. I thought she was going to be sprinkling in Spanish for the rest of the playthrough or something. Damn it. My name is Athena Sykes. I'm still just a newbie, but I'm a lawyer. This is only the second time I've taken the lead in a defense case. It'll be the first time I stand up there alone, though. But I have to do this. And I'm definitely not about to let anything bad happen to Junie. Flooding the lobby with his sweat. Infinite sweat. By the way, people ship these two girls together as they should. Okay, well, then I'm not the first one because instantly I was like, childhood friends, huh? Interesting. December 17, 9:46 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 5. 3D! Day 1. Court is now in session. All rise! For His Excellency, Udgy Judgy. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. The defense is ready, Your Honor. 3D. The oh, not Pain again. The prosecution is also ready, Your Honor. His hair. Sir? Uh-huh. And what is the meaning of this? I was under the impression that Mr. Red Monkey would be my opponent today. Huh? Yes, well, a substitution of attorney petition was submitted just a few moments ago. Due to the explosion in the courthouse yesterday, Mr. Justice is unable to continue. I see, I see. Not at all surprised he used that as an excuse to run away. Sir, he could have exploded.
With me as an adversary, who wouldn't want to feign illness in order to escape?
What? The nerve of that guy. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. Well, I would if I wasn't so nervous. Understandable. Ugh, this arrogant jerk. Widget?
You arrogant jerk!
I don't know what widget is. Oh, I think it's the little guy. I think it's the little necklace. A raid! Thank you so much, Ghost. My alerts were not on. Welcome in. Thank you so much for that raid. Welcome, everyone. We're playing some Ace Attorney. After so long, I haven't played the first Apollo Justice game since last year. I'm finally playing the second game. We're playing Dual Destinies. My first time. Welcome in, y'all. What were you streaming, Ghost? Let's see. Donkey Kong Bonanza? Is that the new one? I'll look it up. I think so. Yeah. How's that going? Is that fun? It looked really fun. Yeah, it's really good. Amazing. I'm glad you had a good stream. In case you're wondering why Pain is so mean in this is Pain's much meaner brother, Gasp in Pain. Oh, Gasp in Pain? Mm-hmm. I just thought it was him again. I was like, oh, he changed his hair. Oh, Lord. He just won't give up on that hair. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Apollo's bleeding to death on the couch. Right, right.
An excuse!
He, like, lost his arms.
Just an excuse.
Good Lord. Well, welcome in, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Bishi. We're playing Ace Attorney. I'm a big fan of the series. Still making my way through it, honestly. Like I said, this is my first time playing Dual Destinies. I'm also a huge fan of Yakuza, and we also just play kind of whatever I feel like around here. I'm also playing Dave the Diver at the moment, which is also pretty fun. The gameplay is really solid. Feels like Odyssey 1.5. Yeah, I was... Just from the trailers, it really looked like another Odyssey game, and I loved Mario Odyssey. It was very fun. I might try to pick it up one day and play it, but we'll see. I've been really bad about playing any of the newer Nintendo releases for some reason. I don't know. I've just been focusing on other games, and I have not. Like, I wanted to play the Princess Peach game, and I never picked it up. So I don't know. I've been very bad with Nintendo stuff. If you thought Winston was bad, he's got nothing on this guy. Oh boy.
You arrogant jerk!
No! Widget!
Her face! Is my hearing getting worse? I could have sworn I heard the defense say something just now.
No! You didn't hear anything at all. Especially not from me.
How odd. I could have sworn I also heard something.
Oh, that would be my indispensable partner, Widget. He sometimes blurts out what I'm thinking.
Well then, if that's the case, then it's a clear contradiction to what you just stated.
A contradiction?
You just stated that you said nothing. However, if that device of yours says what you're thinking, then you indeed said I was... what was it? Elegance at work?
I mean, technically she didn't say it. Can we just acknowledge that? She didn't actually say it. Hold on. There you go. She didn't say it! Eep! Actually... Her faces! Actually, it was arrogant jerk.
At any rate, what does it matter if it's a red monkey or a yellow monkey facing me? No fresh out of law school rookie can defend this witness.
Mr. Payne, I believe that's enough. Let us get back to the case.
Of course, Your Honor. I'm more than ready to show this little girl why they call me the Rookie Humiliator.
I knew it. He really is an arrogant jerk.
Arrogant jerk?
Besides,
If you continue to insult the prosecution, I will remove you from this court. I'm very sorry. It was just a knee-jerk reaction. Okay, why are we wearing the thing that blurts out what we're thinking in the courtroom? What? You would never catch me wearing that. You would never get, I don't know, I don't care what it does for her that's like a good thing in the courtroom. I don't care what powers it has. I'm not wearing something that says what I'm thinking out loud. Because that would be very, very bad. Put it on mute. Can you just like duct tape the mouth? Mute this thing. Take the speaker out. The things it would say on me, right? Oh no. I'm very sorry. It was just a knee-jerk reaction. Now then, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, if you please. Thank you, Your Honor. Now then, the incident occurred yesterday here at this very courthouse in courtroom number 4. At that time, the trial for a certain bombing was being held in courtroom number 4. Yes. Oh, yes, sorry. Yes. I was presiding over that trial as well. And Mr. Justice was there as the lawyer for the defense. A bomb that was being presented as evidence suddenly went off during the trial. That's scary. It was a terrible incident, and courtroom number 4 was completely destroyed. Fortunately, we were able to start evacuation procedures before the explosion occurred. Just a few seconds more and it would have turned into a horrific loss of human life. Jesus. But there was, in fact, one death, was there not? That is correct, Your Honor. When courtroom number 4 was examined after the blast... Oh, shit. No, not a baddie! No! No! We lost a baddie, folks. God damn it! Not another one! Not another one! The body of Detective Candace Arm was discovered. Candace Arm. Can disarm. There. Can disarm. Can disarm. Like a bomb. She was to take the stand as a witness later in the trial. I suppose she wasn't able to evacuate in time. What a terrible tragedy. Apparently she couldn't disarm the bomb. Yeah. I must admit I stumbled at least 10 times myself before I was able to escape. Maybe the court should see about getting you even shorter robes. The victim's body was found near the entrance to the courtroom. I suspect she stayed until the very end to help guide the others out safely. Your Honor, allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and details about the bomb. Arm's autopsy report added to the court record. Okay, we'll look at that in a second. Can't disarm, unfortunately. That's a cruel thing to name her. That's so cruel. Yeah, same. Kind of barely played the new Mario Kart and been slow rolling this one for a month. I think I picked up Peach, then I played X and Zelda, and they just never played. Yeah, I haven't even picked up the Zelda games, the Wisdom one. And I've always been wanting to play a game as Zelda, and I have not gotten it. Like, I want to play these games, I just... So much. So much going on. I'll just catch up with chat here. She needed a silly little companion and couldn't bring Missile. Missile! Welcome in, Malice. Why would someone invent something like that? Like, I'm trying to... I'm sure that the device does other cool stuff for her. But the fact that it says her inner thoughts... You couldn't pay me to wear that. Like... I'm sorry. I need some kind of sanctity and privacy. At least of my own brain, maybe? I would...
Man, I want to redact it all over my Majima, something like that. Something, Majima, something, yep. Oh. They always kill the baddies. Too many games. Yep. Alright, cause of death. Trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. Time of death was between 8 and 11. Okay. Stuffed animal bomb added to the court record. The time bomb that destroyed the courtroom. It was hidden inside a stuffed animal when it was detonated. And it's a little elephant with devil horns and a paintbrush and says guilty. Okay. Okay, I know how this works. All evidence for the trial is filed in the court record. When I want to check something out, I just use R. I'd better take a peek later. We'll do it right now. My brand new shiny badge. It shows that I'm a defense attorney. And then the picture. Okay. We can't look at this. Okay. Now then, please call the accused to the witness stand. Yeah, the first case is always kind of like a tutorial to kind of explain all of the mechanics. I'm sorry. Now that I've started this bit, I have to continue it. Defendant, are you feeling all right? You're looking a bit pale.
I'm so sorry. I was feeling a bit weak when I first arrived here in the courthouse. But I'm all right. Junie's really giving it her all. I'd better make sure I do the same. If we could please proceed. Your name and occupation, defendant. Juniper Woods. I'm a high school student.
A baby.
Miss Woods, can you confirm you were in the courthouse on the day in question? Yes. I came to know Apollo Justice through my friend Thena. And so, I was there yesterday to watch his trial and lend my support.
Something's wrong. Junie's really scared.
Did you know I'm also known as the Defendant Humiliator? It looks like I have yet another chance to show everyone how I earned that moniker.
Is this arrogance know no bounds? I have to protect Junie no matter what.
Hey, you arrogant Prosecutor Payne? What is it? Do you want me to demonstrate why I'm known as the Rookie Humiliator instead?
Deep breaths, Athena. Don't let him get to you. Prosecutor Payne, Junie is telling the truth. Mr. Justice also backed up her claim when we saw him in the defendant lobby. And Junie, he said that he was glad to get the lotus root you gave him too. He was? My grandma says lotus root is good for your eyes. She says they can even help you see into the future. They can? Then that's the perfect present for a lawyer. And if that's true, I guess he must not have eaten them. Oops.
A sweet, meek girl like this blowing a courtroom to bits? I must say, it's very hard to believe.
Objection!
That's what I'm saying.
Now, you're... Sorry.
God, I'm already getting mixed up.
Now, Your Honor. Don't let her seemingly innocent appearance fool you. The defendant had a motive for committing this crime.
But that's not true. I don't have any kind of motive. And I didn't even know the lady who was killed.
I admit, the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and defendant. However, that doesn't matter. The only thing that does is that her objective was the destruction of courtroom number 4 itself.
And why would she want to do that? Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Why in the world would Miss Woods want to do that?
That's a very good question coming from a novice such as yourself. But first, a question for the defendant. Have you ever been brought up on false charges?
What? Well, why, yes. Yes, I have.
And did that experience cause you to harbor a grudge against the court system?
Objection!
Now wait just 1 minute. If that kind of thing was a motive for blowing things up, then every one of our clients would turn into bombers.
That's a valid point. We wouldn't have a single courthouse left standing in the land.
I concede the accused isn't the only one who might bear resentment against the courts. But Miss Woods is the only person who could have committed this crime.
Sounds like bullshit.
Why? Because we have found some decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt. Decisive, huh? I'll believe it when I see it. It involves a very unique aspect of the bomb itself, Your Honor.
And what exactly was so unique about it?
Why don't we have Miss Sykes answer that question? Huh? Me? I noticed that you appear to be very nervous. And, well, gentleman that I am, I'd like to offer you the chance to gain some confidence with such an easy question.
Well, I can't even look at it.
Would he be any more condescending? Really? What a thoroughly unpleasant man. L is for loser!
What did it just say?
Nothing. Not a single thing. Now let's see. What was I supposed to do at a time like this? Oh, I know. The court record. The information I need is somewhere in the court record.
All right, Miss Sykes. Let's hear your answer. What was unique about the bomb that blew up the courtroom? Was it because it was in Apollo's briefcase, in the judge's pocket, inside a stuffed animal? I guess the stuffed animal. So just because it's cute, like her?
Mr. Payne, what kind of simpleton do you take me for? It was stuffed inside a stuffed animal. Its evil intentions covered up by a cute exterior. Very good. Have a cookie. The bomb that went off in the courtroom was indeed hidden inside a stuffed animal. There. How do you like that? Not bad, huh?
Oh, the little necklace is happy.
I am fine. Just like I said from the start. I can do this.
Yes, as I recall, the bomb was inside a stuffed animal the whole time. I never even got to take a look at it. But what connection does this impish elephant have with the defendant?
The answer to that question lies in another piece of evidence, which I have here.
And what, pray tell, is this? It appears to be a little singed.
It's a tale, Your Honor. The tale of a poor victim of the explosion.
This is incredible. Are you saying it's Detective Arm's tale?
Your Honor is so very close. But no, it belongs to this stuffed animal. It's called the Phony Fanty. A rather unpleasant name, if you ask me.
He's the mascot for a campaign to eliminate false evidence and false charges, is he not? Oh.
Exactly. His motto is phony evidence is just trunked up. That's so wrong on so many levels. The Phony Fanty's tail is made of vinyl cloth, and we found something very interesting on its surface. The defendant's fingerprints. What? The Phony Fanty provided the prosecution with all the evidence we needed. It clearly proves that the accused handled the bomb. Beep.
Oh. KO.
But that doesn't make any sense. Why would Junie's fingerprints be on it?
That does appear to be pretty irrefutable evidence. The court accepts it into evidence. Phony Fanty tale added to the court record.
Uh-oh. Welcome in, Flame. How you doing? We're playing the first 3D game.
I am. I forgot it was gonna be the first 3D game.
It was just suddenly 3D and I was like, what's happening? Where am I? Having a good time so far. I think the faces are pretty funny. They're pretty good. What's her name? Athena's face is very funny. Where's my cookie? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, the first box right there. We all have to share though, and it's about this big. For reference. Oh. Hope you like crumbs. What do you think of Athena so far? I like her. She's cute. Having a good time. We've just started playing. I know I've been live for an hour, but I feel like we only started playing like 30 minutes ago. So I'm still new to her. But I like her. Okay, we've got the phony Fanty tail. A piece of the stuffed animal that the bomb was inserted into. The defendant's fingerprints were found on it. Miss Woods, do you have an explanation for this? I don't understand. How about you, Miss Sykes? Sorry, I'm like combining voices now.
Do you have any plausible explanation to refute this decisive piece of evidence?
Well, I can't do it. I can't think of a single thing. But I'd better come up with something. For Junie's sake.
If you can't produce an answer, we could always go straight to the ruling, if you prefer.
No, I have to say something fast. Oh no, I can't get my voice to work. Why now of all times? Oh my god. I thought I overcame this already. Maybe I'm still not ready to stand in court? Oh god. Hello? That's a lot of blood. This girl has trauma.
As you can see, there is no room for debate.
Objection!
Why, it's you.
It's him! Phoenix is back, baby! In 3-dimensional! He looks so smooth. Why is he so smooth? Someone put the blur filter on him. Oh my lord. She is not okay. Rated M! Wow. Sorry it took me so long to get here, Athena. Apollo explained the whole thing to me over the phone. He asked me to come help you out in his place. Thanks for coming. I hate to admit it, but I was having a real rough time on my own. Oh, I don't know. I think you were doing just fine, all things considered. You hung in there, giving me enough time to get here. Let's turn things around. Turnabout! You got it, boss. Ho ho ho! Look who showed up out of the blue! If it isn't Mr. Phoenix Wright, you always manage to surprise me. Your Honor, Mr. Payne has called for an early ruling, but I believe there are still many things that need to be deliberated. How did Miss Wood's fingerprints wind up on the stuffed animal tail? How was the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I assert it's impossible for a fair ruling to be made. You are absolutely right. Right. Let us continue from where we left off. I assume you have no objections, Mr. Payne?
None at all, Your Honor.
Miss Woods really looks like she's having a hard time. Junie's really struggling, Mr. Wright. I get the sense she's afraid of the courtroom itself. Because of yesterday? Yeah. it was understandably very traumatic for her. Poor thing. And here she is, back at the courthouse again, being so brave. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. If at all possible, I'd like to have Miss Woods rest in the lobby.
Given the defendant's condition, very well. I grant special permission.
You go get some rest, Junie. Leave the rest to us. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about this.
Phoenix Wright. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
It's been a while, Mr. Payne.
You're more clueless than I'd heard. I do believe you mean, how do you do? For I am Gaspin Payne. I am the younger brother of your long-standing rival, Winston Payne.
Winston Payne?
His face!
Long-standing rival? Oh, God. When were we ever rivals, let alone long-standing? Some of the faces in 3D are a little... I don't know how much I like them.
You'll see, Mr. Wright. I will cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met with at your hands.
Looks like this royal pain is going to be as thoroughly unpleasant as the other.
Your Honor, the prosecution would now like to call a decisive witness to the stand. This witness will testify as to how the accused detonated the bomb in the courtroom.
Very well. Please call your witness, Mr. Payne. They get better in future games. Yeah, the first one's always the roughest, right? I forgive it. Was that RoboCop?
Witness, your name and occupation, please.
Oh yeah, I can do that too. Yeah, I can do that too.
Witness?
Tonate. Tonate? His name is Tone. I'm sorry, I'm covering all the names. Name, Ted. Tonate. Like detonate?
Occupation, bomb disposal specialist.
Oh my, what a strange robotic voice you have.
Speech synthesis via typing. It is the same as me talking.
He sounds exactly like a robot.
Can't you speak in a normal manner?
I can. Okay, he can.
But I do not like to speak. Speaking is inefficient. Energy expenditure speaking greater than typing. Understand?
What an odd witness.
Mr. Tonate was in charge of the bomb for that trial and was there when it went off.
Being a bomb squad specialist, do you have any relation to the victim?
Negative. I first met the girl while on this job. Many people are employed by the police. I know only a fraction of them. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim.
Shocked?
I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body.
So he was the first to discover the body, was he?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh boy, I wonder who the guilty guy is. Yep. What was the shipping command? Oh, you mean the love command? It should be exclamation love. And then, you put something you want to see how much you love? Is that what you mean? 36% with me and Kitty. Family comes from the English pain in the arse family. Yeah, this is the first 3D game. Yeah. I get it.
He is here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion.
Very well. The court will hear Mr. Tonate's testimony. But at the very least, show this court some respect and remove that face guard, witness. Oh, that's the guy! That's the guy. That's him. That's him. Oh, just try it one more time, Lucy. If someone else used it recently, sometimes it has like an internal cooldown. You just gotta try it again. It gets overloaded. It's a sensitive little guy. When the bomb went off. The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name, HH3000, operated by timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the... I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. 3D glasses! It's the only way to see everybody else in the courtroom. So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on? Precisely. Activating the timer is very simple. 1. Connect wires. 2. Switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure even you would be able to, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? I guess this makes you the blue monkey in this barrel of fun, boss. I'd now like to begin my cross-examination. Huh? Mr. Tennate, what is that? HH3000, aka a bomb. Bomb? Great googly moogly, I've got... Yeah! Mr. Tennate, I demand that you disarm at this instant! Disassembly complete. 5.3 seconds. 0.2 seconds short of my personal best. Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not exactly a spring chicken, you know. This is an exact replica of the HH3000. It is used to practice disarming bombs. Disarm equals success, explosion equals failure. An exact replica of the bomb that exploded, is it? So that's what it looked like. I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial. Dimensions 10 inches high by 10 inches wide by 10 inches diameter. Deep. Weight 12 pounds. A perfect replication. Replication. Your bomb does appear to be a very good copy indeed. I wonder why. Yes, however, I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. It has a very puzzling wiring setup. It is regrettable I could not replicate it. Witness, that's enough. There's no need to replicate anything here. Okay, the bomb has been updated. It was hidden inside a stuffed animal and can be detonated remotely. So maybe now I can look at it. And now, if the defense would begin their cross-examination... Okay. So there's like a crack down that number. 12/16/08/56 a.m. Okay. Dimensions 10 by 10 by 10, 12 pounds, case 5/16 inch in inch alloy plating. You said the stuffed animal the bomb was inserted into. The defendant's fingerprints were found on it. Yep. Where has Miss Sykes gone to? Athena, you can come out now. Okay, Mr. Wright. Let's get to work. I guess you were pretty scared, huh? What? I don't know what you're talking about. She was about to bolt! Hey, put a sock in it, widget. As transparent as ever. Now let's see. Where were we? We were at the cross-examination. Oh, cross-examination, of course. Seems disoriented. Wonder if she's alright. Maybe I should ask Athena if she remembers how to cross-examine. To help her focus. Sure. Well, I think I'll be fine. I played so many of these games now. Unless it's different in this game. be good. No need for that right now. She'll be fine. I'll do everything I can to help. If you can't find any contradictions, and you flub up too often, don't be afraid to ask me for help. Press X when the option to consult with me appears. I'll let you know where I think the suspicious statement is. Sounds good. I'll be counting on you if I get in a bind. Alright, it's cross-examination time. Yeah, the elephant plushie's cute. I'm sad that it was used for evil. We've got 5 tries. 5 failures before we get a game over, basically. This song sounds new. The killers in this game are always so arrogant and show-offy. Yeah. A lot are, I guess, in real life. Let's kill him. Do you prefer the health bar or the little badges? I guess to me the little badges had more character. You know? Yeah, I think the badges were cuter. It had more character, it kind of matched the game. Any game can have a health bar. So, I'm a little sad about that, yeah. What was it in Chronicles? Was it a health bar there? God, I can't remember. Okay, I'm not gonna do the robot voice the whole time, because it's too much. A lot of murderers are show-offy. No, many killers, but I mean, like, when you, like, see them in, like, interviews and videos and stuff like that, they're always so arrogant, like, they'll never catch me. You know. I watch a lot of true crime stuff, y'all know this. Okay. The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name HH3000, operated by timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. Okay. Bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here.
Hold it!
You say that you disarmed the bomb, but are you really sure it was disarmed? Absolutely. I can disarm anything. In a flash! That looks more like dismantled than disarmed to me. Oh, pardon me. Let's see. Is there any chance you could have forgotten to disarm the bomb? Oops, just slipped my mind. Possible. I do not make rudimentary mistakes like that. They say to err is human. Although the jury is still out on this guy.
If you must know, Mr. Wright, according to the court's own records, the fact that the bomb had indeed been disarmed was officially confirmed.
I guess I can rule out the possibility he forgot to disarm it. Could you talk about the bomb in a little more detail for the court, Mr. Tenate? Certainly. Okay, HH3000, operated by timer or remote.
Hold it!
What was the approximate size and weight of the bomb? Yeah, it was 10 by 10 by 10, 12 pounds. This information is also written on the photograph.
Ah, yes. Here it is on the back. According to this, the case is made out of alloy plating 5/16 of an inch thick. That certainly sounds like one thick and very heavy bit of metal.
I bet if I dropped that thing on your foot, you'd be hopping. If you drop that thing anywhere, I'd be hopping for the nearest exit.
Very well. I believe the court has heard enough about the bomb. So, Mr. Tenate, you were keeping an eye on it? Where were you watching from?
Yes, very thick indeed. Don't think it was a health bar in Chronicles. Yeah, I can't remember what it looked like. I was watching from the gallery when I became alarmed.
Hold it!
Why were you in the gallery? My duties may have been over for the moment, but I wanted to keep watch. Even though the bomb was disarmed, you can never be too careful. Explosive devices are very dangerous things.
How admirably responsible of you. A model to be emulated.
I practice disarming bombs every day. I practice assembling them, too. The disarming part I get, but assembling them?
Well, I'll have you know that I practice presenting evidence every day myself.
I see. But do you ever practice having evidence presented to you?
Presented to me? What? No,
Then you cannot very well call yourself a professional yet, can you?
Grr, that does it! I'm gonna start practicing having evidence presented to me every day! And you'd better drink some coffee, boss. We're gonna be pulling an all-nighter.
I don't think that would be necessary. Or worth either of our time. So, Mr. Tennate, what did you witness from the gallery? I saw the bomb's timer was counting down.
Hold it!
You saw it counting down clearly with your own eyes? I'd hardly think a timer as small as the one on this bomb could be seen from the gallery. This might be where the crack comes into play. These goggles help me see very small things clearly from very far away. I can even see what you had for breakfast by looking at your tie. Why do I suddenly feel like a bug under a magnifying glass?
I guess it's possible he saw the timer if he was wearing those goggles.
I'm not so sure. There's something that just doesn't sit right with me.
I don't think I follow.
The bomb was completely hidden inside the stuffed animal. Oh, yeah. So well concealed, in fact, it didn't even look like a bomb at all.
So you're trying to find testimony that conflicts with the evidence, right?
That's right. Listening carefully to Mr. Tennate's testimony is just the first step. After that, it's a matter of taking a look at any evidence that seems relevant. Remember, you'll open the court record when you go to present something. If you find evidence that conflicts with the testimony, present it.
Let's see. This testimony is about when the bomb went off.
So I would think the state it was in at the time would be pretty important. A bomb that didn't look like a bomb because it was inside a stuffed animal, huh? Okay, in Chronicles, they were badges, but they looked like Ryunosuke's. Yeah. See, I like that better. Okay, so we're obviously reacting to this. And with the stuffed animal bomb. Yeah, that is what I would have said anyway. Yeah. Okay.
Objection!
Yeah, I like the chill song for the cross-examination. If it's too intense, it's a little distracting. So you say you saw the bomb's countdown. Is that right?
Of course. I clearly saw it counting down to 0.
And I say that you are clearly lying.
What are you talking about?
There is no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal. You didn't think of that? Mr. Tennate, how can you claim to know the bomb was about to go off when you couldn't even see the timer?
But that is... What? No!
That does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this?
Well,
he's like actually typing the dots.
Ooh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You found a contradiction right off the bat.
I mean, they just handed it to me. Always remember, Athena, when you find an inconsistency in a witness's testimony, there's always a reason behind it. It could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret. Whatever it is, it's up to us to dig it out.
And pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss?
Now the question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Tennate?
Well, let me see. No. There must be some mistake. Oh, yes, of course. I remember now. The sound. I knew because of the sound.
Sound? What sound?
When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep, beep, beep. It is the sound of the bomb counting down.
A beeping noise, you say? I suppose it would be possible to notice that, even with the bomb inside the stuffed animal.
I simply made a mistake. My bad.
Objection!
My bad. How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery?
Listening for the sound of a bomb's timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it.
I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from so far away. What now?
Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer?
It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know. Now he's just showing off.
You keep asserting the sound...
Oh, that's the judge's voice.
You keep asserting that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here...
Is that brain of yours?
is your skill as a lawyer! Being mistrustful is not an attractive quality, you know.
And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you?
Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tenate did not hear the sound.
Well, no, but it still seems totally suspect. But it's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something. I have this correct. Prosecution's argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Miss Woods.
That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tenate happened to be there when it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb.
What's this now?
It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. We brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equals evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial. Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Miss Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch.
The remote switch?
Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely.
Duh.
It has been missing ever since the incident.
Missing remote switch. A switch that starts the time bomb's countdown. It was stolen just before the blast and is now missing.
I am partially to blame. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case, and they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer.
Huh? Now why would you go and do that?
The defendant then used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer.
Objection!
How can you assert so unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby?
Objection!
The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside of the case was in that lobby. Therefore, that was the one and only opportunity anyone had to meddle with it.
Someone other than Mr. Tenate could have opened the case and taken the bomb out.
Impossible. The transport case is assigned exclusively to me. Do you see this number here? That is my ID number. And I have the only key that can open the case.
That just makes you look suspect. The case Tenate and Detective Arm transported the bomb in. Tenate has the key. Okay. So he knew when it was reactivated, was there when it was reactivated, and didn't say anything while he went up to the gallery and could hear it ticking. Right. How is he gonna say, like, oh, I saw her do it, but then he didn't say anything to anyone? It does look like the Ghostbusters trap, yep. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing more than conjecture. You have no proof that it was Miss Woods who stole the remote switch.
And by the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her.
Oh, brother.
But what I do have is a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb.
Ah, tail.
5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 deciseconds. The defense's advantage lasted a mere 5 minutes.
Ugh, talk about a rotten hand. As long as they have her fingerprints as their trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage. It appears we will have to hear from the defendant herself once more.
I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I would like to recall Miss Woods to the stand.
I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright. I'm worried about her condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad. I can read your feelings, you know, boss.
Guess there's no hiding from her, huh? Don't worry. I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, they'll pay. Guess she's already at anger level 1. Don't worry. I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her. Defense has no objections, Your Honor. In that case, I will take my leave. But before I do, there is just one more thing. Mr. Wright, is it? Me? Yes? Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. This guy is hiding something. I just know it. Now, if you will excuse me.
Don't like him.
Welcome in, Arkham! The Apollo's on my justice till I write. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Bailiff, please go out to the lobby and bring back the defendant. Back again. So sorry, girly.
Junie. Hi, Athena.
She looks even worse off than before.
Don't worry, Junie. We're here for you. Thanks, Thena. And I'll do my best, too.
You blew up the courtroom because you bear resentment against the courts, correct?
No, of course not.
What's that you say? I can barely hear you. Stop being a jerk. Yeah, someone hit him over the head with a pipe.
I haven't done anything wrong. Just...
And then that's the other guy throwing the pipe at her. There's just pipes flying everywhere.
This prosecutor's scary.
Objection!
What an impudent little girl. Stop acting innocent and tell the truth.
This is getting ugly.
You rearmed the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it! That's why you went to the lobby where Mr. Justice was. Isn't that right?
Mr. Wright, can I go give that prosecutor a smack?
What? Of course not. Do we have to review Courtroom Manners 101 again?
We can't let a creep that bullies innocent girls like this off so easily.
I haven't forgotten about how he treated you.
Don't worry about me, just help Junie. Her heart's crying out.
Why? Why again? Wasn't one bad enough? Other parts of her are crying out too. Stream's over. Stream's over when I say it's over, god damn it!
She's so scared. So very scared.
Looks like Athena's picking something up with her heightened sense of hearing. And it sounds like this time, it's the voice of Miss Wood's heart. Don't deny it! You stole the remote switch and used it in the courtroom, didn't you?
Objection!
I thought that was part of the sound effect in the game. I thought that was part of the objection sound. I was like, oh, that's different. He hit the floor, he hit the floor. Next thing you know. Yeah, it's not Tristy. Athena got low.
Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne is badgering the defendant.
Yes, Miss Woods does seem quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I ask that you behave more like a gentleman.
But don't you know, Your Honor, there is no more a gentleman in this world than I.
As if a gentleman or even a gentle man would behave like he does. Don't let that rude ruffian win. How dare you call a gentleman such as I a rude ruffian? I'll have you know I attend a manners class every Saturday. I'm more than just a mere gentleman. I'm a genteel man. Not when you're terrorizing a young lady, you're not. I'd demand my money back from that manners class if I were you. I
should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them, but...
Mr. Payne, that will be enough. Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Miss Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off.
Witness testimony. You can do it, girl.
Well, that day... I was watching from the gallery... The bomb went off. And rubble started falling. It fell on top of me. Junie's clearly in pain, being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out.
This isn't going to work, so what now? Hey, wait a minute. Even if she can't vocalize what she wants to say, we can listen to what's inside her heart. Yes, now is the perfect time to use Athena's power. You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Wood's heart?
Yes, and they sound incredibly strained. She's so scared. I think she could collapse at any second.
The coughing is actually making me want to cough. Athena has a unique ability, you see. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. In essence, she can sense how a person is really feeling from the tone of their voice. Guess it's all up to Athena and her special ability now. Athena, I want you to use the analytical psychology you studied, and listen to the testimony of Miss Wood's heart.
Okay, boss. I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put all that effort into studying analytical psychology.
Off gets. Let's do this. Okay, so she just says four in, like, different languages. Okay. That's just her thing. When she said Spanish in the beginning, I really was hoping she was Latina. So, your holographic thingamabob can show us how Miss Woods is feeling, right?
In a nutshell, yes. The emotions and images that I picked up on just now while listening to her testimony. I can enter all of that into Widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them.
Does this really count as a testimony, though?
These mood markers here reflect fluctuations in Junie's emotions. When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react. When she feels sadness or is frightened by a memory, the sad marker will blink. And when she feels surprised or confused, the surprised marker will let us know. Okay.
Just not scared. So, with your special ability and Widget's mood matrix program, she just has an extreme feeling of empathy towards others. Athena uses AI. Cancelled. You can headcanon her as Latina, I guess, but I don't know if she is. So. She can be Latina in your heart. Entering the Matrix. Yeah, the new mechanic. Here we go. I know, yeah, we've got 3D Ace Attorney. Like, 3D in Ace Attorney Chronicles was nice, but this is the first time they ever tried it, so it's a little rough around the edges. You can track how Miss Woods is feeling as she testifies. Talk about the wonders of technology.
Yep. Now let's give it a shot. I'm picking up on some kind of discord or noise in Junie's heart. See here? This is what the noise looks like in the mood matrix. It's a result of the inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings. If we can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop.
Okay, it's time to listen to Miss Wood's true testimony. Well, that day, cough, I was watching from the gallery, cough, cough. The bomb went off, cough. Is she surprised? Cough. And rubble started falling. It fell on top of me, cough, cough. So the happy must be the inconsistency. Okay.
I think I have a good grasp on Junie's emotional state now. This power of Athena's is incredible. And I'm seeing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony. What? Already? Look at this. When she says it fell on top of me, the happy marker's reacting. Well, look at that. That is odd. There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging. When you find an unexpected emotion, you'll first need to pinpoint it. Okay? And then select the unexpected emotion or reaction from the 4 mood markers with A. Okay?
Got it!
I was like trying to aim it towards the left? Okay. Widget is registering joy when Miss Woods recalls the rubble falling on her. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Okay, so she is feeling joy in this moment. Weird. Miss Woods, as the rubble was falling, was there also something that made you feel happy? What? Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Junie's heart. Keep going on this point, and I bet Junie will start to calm down. Great. Let's hear what she has to say. Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled, I tripped. And then rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was done for. But just then... Oh my god. That's so cute! Look at her go! Oh my god. So fast. Does she have an Etsy? But just then, Apollo came and rescued me. Oh. Apollo? He used his own body to shield me from the rubble. That's why he's all messed up. So that's when he sustained those injuries. Yeah. How do you feel, Junie? Did talking about Apollo give you some courage? Yes. Apollo is just like the sun. Strong and bright and warm. Aww. Just talking about him makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis. And see? Your coughing stopped all of a sudden. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Thena. Okay. Looks like we were able to draw out some new testimony. Hehe, pretty neat, huh? But there's still some noise left, meaning there must still be some discord in her heart. I guess we'll have to keep going then. Let me input this new information and update the mood matrix, and we'll be good to go. You remember what to do, right? When I find an unexpected emotion, I pinpoint it. I first pinpoint it. That's right. And then you select it from the mood markers with A. Oh, I know, I got it! If we can find the reason for the discord in her heart, then we should be able to draw even more new testimony out. Okay. She's actually a drop shipper on Etsy. No! I headcanon her as a Vermont farm girl. She makes things for the farmer's market and might smoke too much weed. Is that why she's coughing? Oh. I feel like this tech doesn't work very well for testimony. The same reason lie detectors don't work on some people. Some can easily control their heartbeat, others get anxious easily. I know this is fictional, doesn't matter, but interesting learning how crime scene tech works. Right. Yeah, I've always heard that lie detectors they really should not be used as evidence at all because they're so inconsistent and they're so inaccurate. People can certainly learn how to trick them, and then you can get false positives from people that have anxiety. Like me! My heart rate would just be the whole time, doesn't matter. Is the sky blue? Yes! Oh, apparently that was a lie. Where's the icon for horny? Yeah, we're playing Pyro Module, but that's gonna be like a beep, beep. She has a Discord? Look for the hashtag guilt channel. The Juniper Discord server has been infiltrated. Is Ace Attorney in the future? I don't remember.
I think it's just supposed to be modern day, but like more advanced. And also flip phones are still used in Japan right now. So that's why they still have flip phones. It doesn't have to do with the time period. Because it makes more sense for them to click to get all the Japanese characters. So flip phones are still very common over there. Wait, it is the future or no? It's like the near future. Yeah. So not like hundreds of years or anything, just... I like how each character has their own gimmick. Apollo has his bracelet, and now Athena has the mood matrix. Yeah. Mood matrix sounds like something that would be sold to a police force, make it into the judicial system for a few years until it's proven to be bogus, and then take another 2 decades to deal with only 80% of the cases that were convicted based on faulty technology. Yep. And then Phoenix has spiky hair. Yeah. The first game's set in 2016, and so this game is like 2030. Okay, so it is technically in the future, but not very far. Okay. I tried to run, but I was too slow. Before I could get away, the bomb went off. I was so startled, I tripped. Then rubble started falling on me. I thought I was done for. Oh, and then there's Apollo. But then Apollo came and rescued me. Okay, so now we have sad. Oh, here, that's how it's going. Okay, I just go in a circle.
Got it!
You were happy when Mr. Justice rescued you, weren't you?
Yes, I was really happy.
But was there also something you felt sad about at the same time?
Sad?
The reason I ask is, when you were describing how you were rescued, we sensed a little sadness, too.
Oh, I think it's probably because of Bum Rap Riney.
Huh? Rap Riney? Well, what do you know? Something new.
That's right. I brought my stuffed animal, Bum Rap Riney, to watch the trial with me.
Ah.
Bum Rap Riney and Phony Fanty are brothers.
Who knew that the legal world could inspire a whole line of merchandise?
I had Bum Rap Riney with me while I was watching the trial. But it wasn't until Apollo saved me I realized I'd lost him as I was running away. My poor Riney, a victim of that terrible bomb. Oh, I know. You can see what he looks like in this poster.
Oh my... What? No more bum raps?
It's for the campaign to eradicate fake evidence and false charges.
Phony Fanty and Bum Rap Riney, huh? Nothing against the campaign, but why an elephant and a rhino?
Mr. Wright, I don't sense any discord in Junie's heart anymore.
Hmm? So I guess that means we managed to draw out all her testimony.
That's right. I'll just make an update with the new info and we'll have the whole picture. So do you think her new testimony will help?
Absolutely. I don't know what I would have done without you, Athena. So Bum Rap Riney was in that courtroom when the bomb went off. Now that we know that, it changes the meaning of that other piece of evidence. Oh, yes. All I have to do is present it. Right statement. Okay. A little rhino.
I was watching from the gallery with Bum Rap Riney. I tried to run, but I was too slow. Before I could get out of the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled I tripped, and then rubble started falling. I thought I was done for. But then Apollo came and rescued me.
I'll probably present the tale here. Because this is Bum Rap Riney's tale, not from the Phony Fanty, whatever his name is. I've learned that for some sociopaths, they can go through a lie detector because they don't see what they did as bad and therefore have no guilt. Yep. But really, like, it's not reliable. Like, I feel like... But it's tough, right? Because, like, let's say that you're in the situation of this girl, right? Where you're getting accused of a crime that you didn't do. And so they say, we want to, you know, have you take a lie detector test. You can say no, I'm pretty sure. But then they're gonna be like, oh, they did it because they're refusing to take a lie detector test. What do they have to hide? You know? When it's like, no, refuse because it's not gonna be accurate anyway. I think you're supposed to refuse those because, I don't know. I don't know, the legal system is so scary. There's so many innocent people that get a guilty verdict. It's like pleading the fifth. I mean, they would say anything to be like, oh, they're suspicious because they didn't do this, they didn't do this, they didn't do this. My cat's having a bad day with her leg, and she's constantly bugging me right now instead of laying down and resting her joints. Oh, that's so frustrating. Kitty, you have to relax. Oh. Hey, look, it's Shut the Fuck Up Friday. Don't talk to cops, exactly. Yep. All right, present the tail, yeah.
Objection!
Take a look at this tail! Miss Woods, I know this trial has been very hard for you, but you can relax now. You are, without a doubt, innocent. Mr. Wright, what wild assertion are you making now? My wild assertion is simply this. The two stuffed animals were mixed up. The tail the defendant's fingerprints were found on wasn't that of phony Fanty. It was the tail of her gallery companion, Bumrap Riney.
Objection!
What? What nonsense is that? I concede they're both stuffed animals, yes, but they're completely different characters. An elephant and a rhino. They're as distinct as a defense lawyer and a prosecutor.
But are they really so different? Both defense lawyers and prosecutors strive to protect the peace through law. Even elephants and rhinos have some similar characteristics. They're both gray, for example. Anyway, this poster is all I need to prove my assertion to be true. Yeah, they both have the same tail. If I may direct the court's attention here, you'll clearly see how the two got mixed up.
Take that!
What is a bum wrap? I don't know, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. Well, would you look at that? The two tails are exactly the same. Yes, exactly. The two stuffed animals are based on entirely different animals. The design of their tails is exactly the same. Ah! There goes the hair. Order! Order in the court! As long as the possibility exists that the tail belongs to Bumrap Riney, we can no longer consider it to be decisive proof that the defendant handled the bomb. As things stand, I consider the charges against the accused unsubstantiated. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Payne?
Oh, yes, of course, Your Honor. Ooh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You turned things right around.
Yeah, it's not over yet, but at least we managed to hold out this long. I believe that brings our proceedings for today to a close. Mr. Payne, I'm afraid you have some serious investigating ahead of you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Let us reconvene tomorrow. Court is adjourned. All right. Got through the first day. Bum rap is basically getting a false accusation. Dual Destinies concerned theme isn't my favorite, but I like it. Was it what was just playing? December 17, 11:56 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 5.
That was so exciting, boss. We did it. True to form, you managed to just barely pull it off at the very last moment.
True to form? Gee, never knew you had such a glowing opinion of me.
Thank you for everything you're doing.
You did great, Miss Woods. You really stuck it out.
And you got really brave at the end, just when we needed you most, Junie. Thanks to you, we were able to turn things around. Well, you were the one who gave me that courage, Thena.
Really? Thanks.
So, be honest, was I any help at all?
Your face. Of course. Without you, we would have never gotten out of that tight spot.
That's That's good to hear. I may still have a lot to learn, but you can bet I'm gonna give it my all. I'll be so good that one day you'll call me your partner. That's what I like to hear. Analytical psychology. The ability to solve the riddles of a person's heart. Athena's true potential is beginning to really shine through now. Hey, where's Apollo anyway? Good question. I almost forgot about him. I assumed he'd still be here in the lobby. Oh, I know. Maybe he's still in courtroom number 4. Courtroom number 4? What would he be doing at the scene of the explosion? When I came out to the lobby to rest, I told Apollo about Bumrap Riney. Oh my god. I told him I dropped him in the courtroom as I was trying to escape before the blast. And then Apollo said he had an idea where Riney might be, so we went to take a look together. Huh. I guess Apollo can be pretty nice when he wants to be.
So you went looking for Riney together before you were called back into courtroom number 5?
Yes. I'd had some time to rest, so I was able to go and look for him. But then they called me into courtroom number 5 to testify. Apollo insisted on staying there, though.
All those injuries? I wonder how he's managing.
I think Apollo might have figured something out.
Wonder what it was.
He told me, I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper.
She talks so slowly, I'm like, and then he went to the other room. Every game has its own version. Right, of the Concerned, yeah. I'll have to try to listen to it again. Next time we're concerned in the courtroom. Not the Peter Griffin death pose. Apollo's over there just maybe he found some new piece of evidence?
Anyway, we'd better go and get him.
Good idea. December 17, 12, 11 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4.
Where are you, Apollo? Trial's over for today. Come on, I know you're... No.
Oop! Uh-oh! He's dead. He died! Game's over! To be continued next time on BishiDove's channel now. Should we just do a short stream today and start the next one tomorrow? I think we could probably keep going, right, chat? We should keep going. Look what you did, Oni. Now he's dead. It's all your fault. Game 3 is just his funeral? The whole game? The whole thing? Well, I'm at least gonna go take a break. Let's see. Alright. I'm gonna go take a break. We got like 2 hours. I was gonna not take a break because I was late today, but I need to give my throat a rest because that was a lot. And voice acting all these characters is a lot, especially all the coughing. Payne's voice in particular was rough to do, but anyway, I'll be back in like 5 minutes. And we'll continue. Sip. Yeah, I need to get more water too. I am running low, so I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes. Feel free to get a drink or a snack if you need it. BRB. All right, I'm back. Let's keep going. Yeah. All right, chapter 2. We'll go for a little bit longer. Apollo died. Welcome back in, Zoe. 85% love between Oni and Junie's pop-up fiber art stand in downtown Burlington. So specific. 21% love with Flame and Apollo's new drip. 65% love with Junie's knitting. 99% love with Payne's shitty hairpiece. Amazing. Alright. December 18, 9:34 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. This isn't exactly how I envisioned the second day of this trial to start. But given how things ended yesterday... Good morning. We're all concerned. Yeah, he's never coming back. Tragic. He's dead! Mood sure is tense. Not that that's any surprise. Oh, hey, did you read the paper this morning, boss? Huh? Paper? That came out of left field. You didn't read it? Then you don't know the big news. Somebody spotted an abominable snowman way up in the mountains. Tell me you know the difference between a paper and a tabloid, Athena. Might show up in the forest where you live, Junie. So you'd better watch out, okay? She doesn't care about an abominable snowman. You really should read the story for yourself. I couldn't even begin to do it justice. Justice? Oh no. Huh? Oh, poor Apollo. And it's all my fault. Athena! Oh, Junie, what was I thinking? I'm so sorry. What we found yesterday was not Apollo's dead body, thank goodness. He'd been assaulted by someone with a blow to his head and was lying unconscious. We rushed him to the hospital right away. It looks like he's going to pull through. But it was still quite a shock to stumble onto a scene like that. Like, damn, the guy's arms are all bandaged up, his eyes bandaged up, and you knock him over the head with a rock? Give him a break. Also, the face that, Athena made a second ago when she was like, oh no, Junie, I'm so sorry. She was just like, oh no, Junie, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Like, why were her lips so like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Okay, Slay. She was posing. Is Miss Woods alright, Athena? Well, I managed to get her to stop crying. Now she's resting on that sofa over there. I guess she really feels responsible for what happened to Apollo. Poor Junie. She believes that the reason Apollo was attacked is because he was helping her look for something in the courtroom. Oh? Guess I can see why she'd think that. By the way, how are you doing? Who, me? There's a face! She looks like she has filler or something. Yeah, you. I know you're concerned about Miss Woods, but are you alright? Me? I'm doing just fine, boss. I mean, yeah, it was a huge shock, but I'm alright. Looks maxing or whatever they say. People who have studied analytical psychology are great at times like these. After all, they've learned how to control their own emotions too. Somehow I don't think it's as easy as she makes it sound. Oh yeah, you can see the sad face on the little thing. But there's no denying she's a real trooper. Apollo doesn't remember a thing, does he? Yeah. He can't recall anything from the time right before he was assaulted. Nothing about what he was doing in courtroom number 4 or who assaulted him. Of course not. The doctor said it's probably due to that hit he took to the head. Assaulted in a court of law and losing your memory at that. I know how that feels. But who in the world would do such a thing, huh, Mr. Wright? Ugh. Just wait till I get my hands on the coward who hurt our Apollo. Now, Athena. I thought you said you were in control of your emotions. Let's just focus on helping Miss Woods, okay? I admit, I'm just as upset as you. Okay, boss. You're right. Apollo's assailant can wait until after we clear Junie's name. That's the spirit. Now, let's see. I better check the court record one more time before the trial starts. Earth to Mr. Right. I'm ready whenever you are. Alright, let's get ready to rumble. Okay. Oh, we can look at it. Okay. Oh. What do you mean by filler? Oh, like lip filler. Yeah, Botox, like, put into the lips. Yeah. And they're always like... all the time. Well, that's, I guess, when you get a lot. Oh no, he gets amnesia. He might turn into a pirate and we can't have that. He's already missing the eye. Just needs an eye patch. The pirate game all over again. Alright, let's get ready to rumble. You bet. Everything that happened with Apollo, I didn't have time for a proper investigation. I can't let that stop me, though. I have to get this right, for Miss Wood's sake, and Apollo's too. December 18, 9:50 a.m. District Court. Room number 5. Day 2. All rise for his greatness!
The judge.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Juniper Woods.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is also ready, Your Honor. Now then, I believe I instructed the prosecution to further their investigation. Were you able to locate the remote switch in question?
I'm afraid the remote switch is still missing, Your Honor.
I must say I'm disappointed, Mr. Payne. Not angry, just disappointed.
I apologize, Your Honor.
Huh. Looks like the prosecution is just as unprepared as I am.
There is a separate matter, however, that I would like to bring up during this trial.
A separate matter, you say? What might that be?
I assume you are aware that another incident occurred during yesterday's trial. I'm speaking, of course, of the assault on Mr. Justice in the ruins of courtroom number 4.
Uh-oh. Why is he bringing that up? Yes, what a truly harrowing experience it must have been. Poor Mr. Justice.
At the time of the attack, Mr. Justice was not alone. He was with the defendant, Miss Juniper Woods.
He isn't going where I think he's going with this, is he?
The prosecution wishes to indict Miss Woods on the charge of Mr. Justice's assault.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the incident under deliberation here is the courtroom bombing. The assault on Mr. Justice has nothing to do with this trial. Oh, well, I disagree with that.
Ah, but I believe there is a connection between this case and Mr. Justice's assault. Please take a moment to consider these facts. Both events occurred in courtroom number 4.
Okay.
This is the location in courtroom number 4 where the unconscious Mr. Justice was discovered. As you can see, it's quite close to where Detective Arm's body was found.
Okay. Not in line, they're like... A diagram of the courtroom as it was when Apollo was discovered after the assault.
The question is, why did the culprit feel the need to maliciously attack Mr. Justice?
Why, indeed. What do you believe their motive to be, Mr. Payne? He can't do that. This is a different case, right? He can do whatever he wants. He's Payne. Well, I'm gonna give him a really painful knuckle sandwich if he doesn't win it. I was expecting stick figures and smiley faces. Instead of my name is Apollo Justice and I'm fine, it's now, Yar, me name's Captain Justice and I'm seaworthy. Is this the one time we get Payne past the first chapter? I guess so. What do you believe the motive to be?
I I believe Mr. Justice found something in that courtroom while Miss Woods was with him. Evidence that fingered her as the perpetrator of the bombing. Fingered her? I barely knew her!
I'm an embarrassment. You mean he found some incriminating evidence?
Precisely. And so I surmise that the defendant picked up a piece of rubble and hit Mr. Justice on the back of the head in order to silence him.
Objection!
Junie would never do such a thing. She was devastated when we found Apollo hurt like that.
Miss Sykes, please control your outbursts. It is the prosecution's belief that by deliberating on Mr. Justice's assault, we will draw ever closer to the truth of the courtroom bombing itself.
Very well. Miss Woods is hereby officially indicted on the charge of assaulting Mr. Justice. What? Why are you listening to Mr. Toupee over there? Although, considering our conversation yesterday, I think Apollo might have figured something out. Yeah. I wonder what it is. He told me I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper. I'm unfollowing. That's valid. Maybe the two incidents really are related after all.
I would like to start by hearing from the defendant herself.
Very well. Bailiff, please bring Miss Woods to the witness stand.
I'm sorry. I can't seem to stop.
Miss Woods. I guess she's still really upset about Apollo.
Miss Woods, you went to the ruins of courtroom number 4 with Mr. Justice, did you not?
Yes, I did.
Good, good. If you would, then, please testify about what happened to the court.
During the trial yesterday, I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me, and we went to the courtroom ruins together. But then I was called back to this courtroom to give testimony. Apollo insisted on staying behind in courtroom number 4. I swear I didn't attack Apollo. Why would I ever hurt such a kind person? So Mr. Justice stayed by your side while you were feeling unwell? What an admirable young man. I thought his loud voice was his only outstanding feature. He may look like a little imp at times, but Apollo can be really nice, too. I hope she didn't hurt her wrist backhanding that one out. But one has to wonder, why did Mr. Justice stay behind in the ruins? I think Apollo might have figured something out. Something? What kind of something? Something to do with the courtroom bombing kind of something, I think. Oh, new evidence for the case, was it? That's a very big kind of something indeed. I believe so. He mentioned looking for some evidence when I was called away.
Objection!
And then they're gonna think this makes her look guilty.
Just as I thought. There is a connection between the two incidents. But the defendant has told a very big lie, Your Honor.
What lie is that?
When she learned Mr. Justice would be looking for evidence, she attacked him. She attacked him to give herself the chance to destroy the evidence.
No, I never...
Objection!
Miss Woods repaid Mr. Justice's kindness with violence. We found the proof of her foul deed there in the courtroom ruins.
Oh, brother. What on earth? This is like the 10th time this has happened.
You see it? There in front of Mr. Justice's right hand. Witness the message he left us.
It's written in blood. Woods. Why isn't that?
That's right, Your Honor. It says Woods in capital letters.
What?
I submit that Mr. Justice left us with the name of his attacker before he fainted.
I feel like he would have got knocked out immediately and wouldn't have had time to do that. Come on now. We're doing this again. This song and dance. Apollo shown collapsed on the floor. The bloody writing is visible.
No, that can't be true. Why would Apollo write my name? Mr. Wright, the nerve of him leaving that message. Why would he do this?
He didn't. Hey, don't take it out on me. I don't understand it any more than you do. When we discovered Apollo yesterday.
Apollo!
Oh, Apollo.
No!
We didn't even have a chance to rush over to him. As soon as security heard Athena scream, they ran in and cordoned off the area. After that, they were there in courtroom number 4 with Apollo the whole time. We couldn't investigate anything ourselves and had to leave everything to the police. Still, I never thought they would find some bloody writing there. Now then, please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Okay.
During the trial yesterday, I was overcome by a fit of coughing.
Hold it!
Do you always cough when you get nervous, Miss Woods?
Yes.
Mr. Wright, please do not make Miss Woods nervous by pressing her so ruthlessly. That barely even qualified as a quasi-question.
Let's help her relax with a little small talk before we dive into the cross-examination. You know, ask her about her hobbies and her crushes and stuff.
Her crushes? Really? I don't know about this.
Apollo stayed with me, and we went to the courtroom ruins together.
Hold it!
Why exactly did you go to the courtroom ruins?
We went to look for my medicine. Stop my coughing.
Oh, your medicine. Why would your medicine be in courtroom number 4?
I dropped it in the heat of the moment. Bumrap Riney. He was keeping my medicine safe for me. He has a little compartment that I can put things in, you see.
Oni Fanti has the same type of pocket. That's where the bomb was inserted.
I had put my medicine for my coughing fits inside Bumrap Riney. When I told Apollo about it, he said he would help me go look for it. There was so much rubble in there. I was worried, but there was no rubble or anything in front of the witness stand. So when we got inside, Apollo went straight there and started looking for my Riney in that area. It was so nice of him to do that for me in spite of all his injuries. Apollo is so strong and kind, just like the trees of the forest.
The way she makes him sound, you would think Apollo was some kind of ancient god. Oh, wait. So that's why you went to the ruins. I see. That seems to be quite an important fact. Please add it to your testimony, Miss Woods. Apollo started looking for Bumrap Riney near the witness stand, where there was no rubble.
Hold it!
The area around the witness stand. Are you sure about that?
I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong?
No, of course not. I was just testing my hearing. Must not upset her. Must not upset her.
Yes. I'm sure that's where we searched first.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so there was no rubble there. Okay.
But then I was called back to this courtroom to give testimony. Apollo insisted on staying behind in courtroom number 4. I swear I didn't attack Apollo.
Why would I ever? Oh my god, I forgot I'm supposed to be cross-examining. I'm sorry. Okay, so we just did that one. Okay, my bad. That was when you were called to the stand after Mr. Tenate's testimony, right?
Yes. But bailiff came to courtroom number 4 and brought me back to this courtroom.
And what about Mr. Justice? Did he come with you, or did he stay behind? He insisted on staying behind.
Hold it!
I better not ask her about Apollo. I know. I'll use some small talk here to get her to relax. Do you have any hobbies, Miss Woods?
Hobbies? Oh, well, I love growing vegetables in my garden. And I love to knit. I like sewing, too. I made this outfit myself. Keep it up, Mr. Wright. It's working. Now ask her if she has a crush on anyone.
So, is there anyone in particular you like right now?
Objection!
Why would we ask this? Good night, Peace Man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Have a good night. See you around. Mr. Wright, is that question even remotely related to this case?
This case? Not really. Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking questions unrelated to the case at hand. Sorry, Your Honor. -1 to brownie points.
Miss Woods, please continue. I believe you were telling the court about your attack on Mr. Justice.
Your attack. Oh, sorry, my sound effects were off. Sorry, do it again, do it again. Sorry, they were off from a cutscene earlier and I forgot to turn them on. Once more with feeling. Oh my god! Not the pipe! Okay. And then I swear I didn't attack Apollo. Why would I ever hurt such?
Hold it!
Do you think Mr. Justice is kind?
Pinky.
Pinky? Yes, very kind. He rescued me. He's like the sun, strong and warm. He makes me feel strong, too.
The only adjectives I associate with the sun are sweltering and oppressive.
Then Apollo got hurt, and it's all my fault. Junie, Apollo's gonna be fine. He's just like the sun, right? The sun doesn't just drop out of the sky. You really think he'll be fine? But the sun does go down at night. Then that means Apollo could...
Mr. Payne, I do not think much of men who make young ladies cry.
Ah! So, Apollo was trying to help Juniper. Who knew that Apollo could be such a sweetheart?
It must have been pretty hard on him, too, with all that rubble everywhere.
Now that I think about it, there's something odd about what Apollo was able to do.
You know, considering what Miss Wood said just now, I think you're right. That courtroom was in a very unusual state after all. Which leaves the million-dollar question. What would explain this contradiction? Anyway, let's see what happens when I present what I suspect is our answer. Okay. Say, Pinky is from Promise Mascot Agency. Which I just finished last week? I think this is the testimony. No rubble. So do I show this or this? Like, I know there's something weird about this statement, but I'm like not able to figure out what exactly. So she's saying there was no rubble near the witness stand. But when I look at this picture, the witness stand is pretty clear. And then here, there's the rock that someone used to hit him over the head. So I guess, like, it's weird that someone went all the way over to the edge of the room and grabbed Rubble and came back over to hit him. I guess I'm gonna say this one. Yeah, that was Kuroda.
Objection!
That's not it. I think it was the picture, the map. I don't see any particular problem with this evidence. Whoops, I got it wrong. I'm afraid I'm forced to give you a penalty. Just sizzled out. Okay. Is it this one?
Objection!
Okay, it was that one. My bad. So he started his search with the witness stand, you say? That's right. I guess maybe he wanted to start from the furthest point in the room. He was being so brave. And strong. But that's odd. Under the circumstances, he shouldn't have been capable of that. But he was, and he still is. You might not look it, but he really is brave and kind, too. No, that's not the part I'm finding fault with. Someone has a crush on Apollo. What you're claiming is something that no one should have been able to do. But I should think that anyone can be brave and kind if they wanted to be, Mr. Wright. True, anyone can be brave and kind, but if you would please take a look at the diagram. With the courtroom in this state, how was it possible to walk up to the witness stand? Oh. I see your point. The rubble blocks off access to the area around the witness stand. Okay. See, I was thinking, like, there's no rubble right next to it. Like, where the body is near. So I was like, oh, well, it is clear. But I guess what they're saying is there's rubble all around the front of it. Okay, I think I'm just tired. Sorry.
Does such a tiny inconsistency even matter? Perhaps the witness is simply misremembering it.
Great. Now I'm not so sure it matters.
A real man doesn't make mountains out of molehills, you know.
But that's precisely what Mr. Wright does best. I call slander, Your Honor. So, was it really impossible to approach the witness stand? Let's find out. Ace Attorney and the tried and true victim wrote the culprit's name and blood setup. Name a more iconic duo. Yeah, I swear to God, this is like the 5th time this has happened. I have to say, it's a bit hard to tell with any accuracy from just the diagram. Mr. Payne, do you have any other photos of the crime scene?
Let me see, Your Honor. Yes, I have one more. Here it is. A more pulled-back version of the photo I presented before.
Kind of wild how, like, they took these pictures of him while he was just lying there and he needed medical attention. Did we think about that? Have we thought about that yet? Because, like, they took 2 pictures of this guy before helping him. You know? Like, he's passed out on the floor. He's probably got a concussion. And they were like, oh, let me snap a quick photo real quick. Hold on. Okay, Apollo's assault photo updated. Apollo shown collapsed on the floor with the bloody writing. Justice waits for no one or their injuries. Huh? What's that hunk of metal on wheels? Yeah, that's the container for the bomb. Why is that there? And then it has, like, these, like, tire marks? That's weird. Mr. Payne, is the metallic object in that photo Mr. Tenate's bomb transport case?
That's right. Is there some problem?
Ah, yes. That transport case was there in courtroom number 4 when the bomb went off. It must have been there ever since.
Oh, that's it.
Miss Woods, have you remembered something?
Yes, I just realized its position. It's different from before.
Its position? The position of what?
The position of that big metal thing.
The bomb transport case?
Yes. When Apollo and I went there, it was in a different place.
Where the case is in the photo was open space, so it was easy to search the stand. I see. So where was the transport case when you and Mr. Justice saw it? What did she say? Where the case is in the photo was open space. Okay. As I recall, I think it was more to the right, so covering where he wrote woods. Huh. To the right? Then that means... In that case, the case was over there at the time of Apollo's attack? Who cares where the transport case was when? What difference does it make? It has nothing at all to do with what we were talking about.
Objection!
Where the transport case was has everything to do with this discussion. In fact, it's so important that it's enough to turn the prosecution's argument on its ear. What? Well, that certainly sounds very relevant indeed. And you sound as though you know where the case was at the time of the attack. Yes, Your Honor. This diagram represents the crime scene as shown in the photo. And this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault on Mr. Justice. Alright, I have this. The bomb transport case was here at the time of Apollo's attack. Yeah, I mean, I guess from the tire marks you can tell. Yeah. Over here!
Take that!
Your Honor, I assert that this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault. But that's... inconceivable! Miss Woods, was this where the transport case was when you saw it? Yes, that's where it was. Thank you, Miss Woods. I'm sure the court has noted an interesting fact about this position. The transport case covers up the writing in blood. Exactly. The transport case was in that position at the time of the assault. Then no message could have been written there because the case was in the way. Which leads us to conclude that Mr. Justice couldn't have left that bloody writing.
Objection!
Alright. Why should we believe the defendant's claim that the case was in a different position? She's obviously lying.
Objection!
The fact that the case was moved after the assault on Mr. Justice is proved by more than Miss Wood's testimony alone. What? And where's this proof you're talking about? It's right here in the crime photo. I'm keen to see this proof myself. What in this photo indicates that the transport case was moved after the assault? Oh god, I just hope it takes what I'm gonna put, you know? Do I just need to point to the track, like, anywhere? Or does it have to be over here? I mean, right here, it's, like, not really visible. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna point here. Please work. All the proof you'll need, Your Honor, is right here? Oh my god. I'm pointing at the tracks! Oh, maybe I need to point to where it was before. I'm afraid I don't follow. Mr. Wright, I'm sensing feelings of doubt from you, which means you're just taking a wild step in the dark, aren't you? Ouch, you're good. I bet you can also tell how I'm about to feel in a few seconds, too. You just earned yourself a penalty. Yeah, I know. The transport case was moved after the assault. There should be some evidence of it. I better take another good look at the photo. I suggest you give it another try, Mr. Wright. Oh, Lord have mercy. Save again, god damn it. Okay. I swear to God. Okay, right here.
Take that!
I hate when it's particular. I hate when it's particular. I'm pointing at the tracks, goddammit. Okay, I pointed here and I pointed here. That's not working. Goddamn. Do I point up here? Do I point here? Do I point here? Do I point here? Do I, like, what does it want? What does it want me to do?
The wheels? I'm pointing at the track. The track is what is the thing.
Take that!
That's not it. I was gonna be mad if it was the wheels, actually. I was gonna be mad. Maybe I point to the track right behind the wheels? What? Like right here? Chat, help me! What? I know it's the tracks. Where does it want me to point at the tracks on the picture? I'm gonna lose my mind. Unless it's not the tracks, but it's the tracks. At the words? Okay, hold on. I thought I saw something. Hold on. Was there another letter? Hold on. There's another letter right here. I don't think that's what I'm supposed to point at, though. But there's another letter right there. I'm pretty sure I need to point at the tracks. I'm gonna find a guide, hold on. I mean, unless it's not the tracks. I'm gonna point at this letter just for fun. No. It's the tracks. It just wants me to point somewhere really specific. The sky. Gotta love Ace Attorney logic. Yeah. For those of you that have not played an Ace Attorney game, this is kind of typical. Unfortunately. This is my one qualm with this series is like, sometimes it's so specific. Oh, okay, no, never mind. I see why I was wrong. I see why I was wrong. So, it is the track, but it's specifically this piece right here because this was on Apollo's person. So it shows that it went over his bandages. So that, okay, that's my bad. It did want me to be very specific about where I was pointing. Okay, never mind. I got it. I was wrong. It wasn't being... It wanted me to point out the thing that was like, hey, it was moved, but this means it was moved after he fainted. Please take a look at the mark that runs over Mr. Justice's bandages here. I see it! But what is it? This mark was made by one of the casters from the transport case carrying the bomb. As the case was moved, it ran over his bandages. In other words, the transport case was originally to the right of Mr. Justice. Then, after he was assaulted, the transport case was moved. What? Just as Miss Woods said, the case was covering the writing at the time of the assault. And then now, I've noticed a new detail that it looks like there's another letter that was removed. You can even see it in this one. Yeah, there's another letter there in the rubble. Therefore, it was impossible for Mr. Justice to have left that message in blood. No! You did it, boss. It was a real nail biter, but you pulled it off. You had to reload like 10 times. Yep, that should bring down the prosecution's claim like a house of cards. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, that was a very clever deduction. Deduction? Sherlock Holmes? Kinda miss him. Ah, it was nothing, Your Honor. Nothing but pure genius. Take that! Boss, I'm sensing a definite smug and braggy vibe coming off you. I have just one question, Mr. Wright. If Mr. Justice didn't leave this message in blood, then who did? Huh? What? Oh! Well, looks like I should have taken that train of thought through to the last station. Well, I've heard a lot about this. So this is Mr. Wright's famous bluffing technique, is it? Ah, this feeling. It brings back memories of the old days.
Back when you carved out a name for yourself by bluffing your way through thick and thin. Gee, Mr. Wright, the judge kind of makes you sound no better than a 2-bit con man. You made your argument with such confidence, Mr. Wright. Now I'd like to hear your answer with just as much confidence. Hey, until the judge asked the question, you didn't catch on either, Buster. What now, boss? I hope you didn't bluff your way into a corner.
Think, Phoenix, think. There must be a way through this. Let's save again. Just in case I'm wrong. This is Goofy Dance. I have to dig my way to the truth somehow. Who could have written that message in blood? The culprit? Apollo didn't leave that bloody writing. Maybe it was Apollo's attacker who wrote it and made it look like Apollo did it? That seems like the most reasonable explanation. But wait a minute. I just realized something, boss. What is it? Look at the amount of blood in the photo. It doesn't look like Apollo bled very much. Right. I wonder if it's even possible to write out Woods with just this much. Hey, you're right. Good thing Apollo didn't lose that much blood. That might be a factor in why he survived the assault. And since there was so little blood, that pretty much rules out his attacker, huh? Guess so. But if it wasn't his attacker, then who else could it have been? Oh. Okay. If it wasn't Apollo, who could have left the bloody message? Ah. Him. Do I just come out and say Ted? I'm just gonna come out and say Ted.
Take that!
I don't think it's that. This person left the bloody writing? I think I'm getting ahead of myself here. And what do you base this claim on? Do I really need to base my claim on something? Too soon. Okay. Let's think it through. So we're saying that this writing was left here after his attack because the cart was moved. But then, like, I'm seeing that extra letter. I don't know what the extra letter is trying to say. Okay. So, this was written... Well, do we know it was written after? All we know for sure is the cart was moved after his attack. And that Apollo didn't write Woods. And then what we just talked about was that the person who attacked him didn't write it. That was just completely glossed over. They were just like, oh, he didn't have enough blood, so it wasn't his attacker. So it's like, okay. So who would it have been? My basis is I saw the opening cutscene. Exactly. I almost wish it wouldn't, like, kind of give you the person ahead of time, and that way you have to actually figure it out. I don't know. Okay, so it's not him, it's not him. Like, is it Payne? Did Payne go in there and, like, write down Wood so that he would have evidence? Is that where it's going with this? Okay, anyway, let me load the save. I guess I'm just not with it today, man. I also haven't taken any notes today. It's the first case. I didn't think it'd be that complicated. I don't know if he would do that. Hmm.
Take that!
It's not him. I was like, falsifying evidence? It's like, I didn't actually think it was him, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna accuse him anyway.
Take that!
Okay. Yeah, so like, I feel like it was her. So if it was her, that means that this was written before the attack of Apollo. So, I don't know. I guess I was confused because I felt like that's where it was going, and it's that she wrote this, and maybe it's a clue as to what actually happened. So she was trying to write something, and she had a lot of blood, and she died. And then part of the word is removed, so it's like someone wanted to hide that. But I was just confused because we were so about like, oh, it was written after Apollo was attacked. So I was like, okay, then it can't be that idea I had. I don't know. I'm just getting caught up in all the details. Okay. To be honest, I don't actually have any real proof of this, but I've come this far. There's no turning back now. I guess I was thinking of it as like, oh, so Apollo found something in the courtroom that was going to help with the case. And what he found was probably this word or name that was written down by the person who died. And so he would have had to move the cart to see that, but then the cart was moved after he was KO'd. You know what I mean? Like, I was just getting confused. No turning back now. Besides Apollo, there was one more person who shed blood at this crime scene. A person who shed blood? You don't mean. Oh, but I do. I believe it was Candace Arm who left behind this message in blood. What? Okay. What? Detective Arm? Are you sure you know what you're doing here? Not really.
Objection!
What kind of ridiculous assertion is that? If you had said the attacker left the message to throw people off, it might have made sense. At first glance, that would seem to be the most reasonable explanation. However, Apollo didn't shed enough blood to write such an extensive message. Uh-oh. Ah, I see. Even the photo makes it clear there wasn't enough blood to write all those letters. And Mr. Justice did survive. I suppose he didn't bleed very extensively in that case. But why would Detective Arm write the defendant's name? There's no connection between the two whatsoever. And I didn't even know the lady who was killed. I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection. They had never even met each other.
That's very true. Well then, let's see. Maybe the intended meaning of the message is not what it appears to be. The intended meaning? Not what it appears to be? Maybe the message was not intended to be Woods. Coming from you, that's quite the bold statement, Mr. Wright. You wish to assert that this bloody writing could have some other meaning? Yes, Your Honor. For something I pulled out of a wormhole, it could turn out to be true, right?
Objection!
I did notice the other letter.
It clearly says Woods, as anyone can plainly see. What other meaning could it possibly have?
Objection!
But Candace Arm was a detective. Maybe Woods only means something to the police. Like a police scanner code, for example. Oh, I just thought of something. Is it the letters here? Somehow? And showing his ID number? Or... I was trying to think of his name, but Woods doesn't really line up. There is an extra letter somewhere, though, but... Or the bomb's name? We'll see. I didn't think of that.
You may have tricked his honor, but you'll never get the best of me. I have a thing for studying on the weekends, as you may have already guessed. And there's no such radio code as Woods in this state, dear Mr. Wright.
Is that a fact?
Don't look at me. I know as much as you do about police codes.
Enough of this. I was quite taken with the defense's new theory. But if they can't substantiate it with anything, then I must end things here.
No, please wait, Your Honor.
Very well. Before we discuss this theory any further, I demand a plausible explanation.
Yeah, it's your mom?
So, Mr. Wright, what is the true meaning of the bloody writing?
Well, I believe it's...
And no stalling! If you can't come up with an answer quickly, I would declare this discussion officially over.
I'm in trouble now. What other meaning could it have besides the obvious one? Maybe it means something in another language, or maybe it's a code? Think, Phoenix. You can do this.
Which piece of evidence will tell us what the word woods really means?
I'm gonna look at it upside down. Let's see. So there's also a missing letter, which kind of looks like it could be like a F or an R or a P, something like that. Or an L. It could just be an L. So that does make me think of this. So that is an L. So backwards and mirrored? Well, the 1 wouldn't really work. Does the 1 look like the S here? Okay, wait. Let me write his code down. So his code is L10015R. Oh. I think it's his code. I think it's his ID. If you look at that, let's see. I'm trying to figure this out. The S could be a 5. Maybe someone altered it. Yeah, that has to be the 5. And then at the end could be an R. Yeah, there's some lines I think that are connected, maybe. Because if we think of it that way, it would be written normally. It would be L on the very left, and then the 1 next to it, and then 00, and then a 1, and someone drew the curve to be a D. And then the S is a 5, and then the next one was an R to make his code. Okay, so I'm going to show this.
Take that!
A bomb transport case? I've about had it up to here with your shenanigans, Mr. Wright.
Take a look at the numbers on this case, Your Honor. L10015R. Doesn't this string look vaguely familiar?
L100. What does that have to do with anything?
What could those numbers possibly have to do with the case at hand? Now, please take a look at the bloody writing shown in the crime photo. Oh, I think I see it. That a girl. That's one on my side.
It says woods.
Or you could say it's a horse of a different color, Your Honor. The first character isn't a W. It's actually an L and a 1. The next 2 are zeros.
Or maybe she was like she was dying, so the blood just like trailed too much. Oh my goodness.
The true meaning behind the bloody writing isn't Miss Wood's name. It's the number engraved on this bomb transport case.
Objection!
Why are we ever vague with the judge? He's had no brains.
I don't know. He's got nothing up there. There's a ping pong ball jumping around in his skull. That's it.
What are you talking about? The next part doesn't make any sense. The next number is a 1, but the bloody writing says D.
Objection!
But the number on the case and the bloody writing can be made to match up quite easily. This is how the number on the transport case can be made to match the bloody writing. Erase one line? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Is this the cornered song? Welcome in, Conquer. I don't know, Nick's a show off and he likes being vague. I like this song. All you have to do is erase one line from the writing. Erase one line from where? Anywhere you like. Anywhere I'd like? Alright, I'll erase one of the O's. Odds? What is that supposed to mean? What? One of the lines. Okay, I'm not understanding what they're saying. Your state of mind. I believe it stands for wise, optimistic, dauntless, and serene. Boss, what in the world? This is no time for a psychology test. What are we talking about, man? I can't say my state of mind is exactly serene right now, Mr. Wright. So we're talking about the whole phrase, not just the D? I guess erasing just one line won't do the trick. Oh my god. Please refrain from making things up as you go along and try. I misunderstood the question! This is how the number on the transport case can be made to match the bloody writing. Okay, so just in general. I mean, they were specifically asking, how does the 1 become a D? Am I thinking of this wrong? Maybe they're asking how the D reverts to a 1. Well, that's why I said remove one stroke from the, like, the curve of the D. Unless I'm thinking of this wrong from the get-go. But I'm pretty sure that you don't have to read it backwards. You just look at it straight on. And it's just that there's the L, and then the 1, and there's a stroke there, so that's 1 stroke, and then the 0, 0. And then the 1, and then it has a curve, that's 2 strokes. And then there's a 5, and an R at the end, which the R is missing because the rock was moved. So do I say you take away 2 strokes? I don't think you read it backwards. I'm trying to look at it again. It's still a W. I'm gonna say the 2 strokes because I don't think you need to read it backwards. Erase 2 lines. Well, okay, when I said erase 1 line, the judge was like, okay, I'll take away the D in totality. But that's not what I want them to do. I don't want them to erase anything in totality. You erase it partially. So is it just reading it backwards? I mean, that doesn't... I don't think it works backwards. My thinking was that they added extra strokes here. Extra lines between the first 2 and then on the 1. I don't know why. I don't know how I'm gonna explain that. And then there's a missing letter, which I believe is the R at the end of the code. Yeah, and this game hurts my brain so much. I think I know what they're talking about. I'm gonna say the 2 because I really don't think it's backwards. And just hope that this works. I think I have a load. I think I have a save I could load. Okay, this is it. Please erase the 3rd downward stroke of the W. Yeah. And the curved part of the D. Okay, yes. This is what I was trying to say. For the whole word. I just thought we were talking about one character, but we were talking about the whole thing. Okay. Well, would you look at that? Okay. That's what I thought when I had to think about the whole word. I was just so confused. I don't know. I was doubting myself because, like, is that what it is? Yes, yes, that's what I thought. Lioish? No, Your Honor. It's not meant to be read as a word. It's the number L10015. Which, if you take away the final R, is the exact same number that's on the bomb transport case. Yeah.
Objection!
Erase 2 lines and they match up, you say? Well, I can change anything into anything else simply by erasing 2 lines. What if we erase 2 lines from your name? Would you be happy as Mr. Rye?
Well, would you, Mr. Rye? The only right spelling is right. Okay, I'm doing pretty well here, and I think I've drawn the right conclusion. Detective Arm's real message to us is the bomb transport case number. Your Honor, the 2 lines were added by the real culprit to intentionally mislead people. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
What?
The original message Detective Arm left behind was the transport case number, but whoever assaulted Apollo changed the message. You're right, boss. And what do you suppose Detective Arm was trying to tell us? I think we all know the answer to that. Good question. What does this number represent?
Do you see this number here? That is my ID number.
Mm-hmm. Great Ace Attorney didn't have as much weird logic. It still did, but less. Yeah. I think Great Ace Attorney was a really good balance between challenging, but still, like, it made sense. Sometimes the mainline games, you're just like, what? It confuses me so often. Candace Arm lost her life in the courtroom bombing. Her dying message could only have had one purpose.
No!
Tell us the name of the one responsible for the bombing.
Well, don't keep us in suspense, Mr. Wright. Tell us who she was trying to name.
The culprit that the victim was trying to identify is none other than...
Take that!
Finally. The defense wishes to indict Mr. Ted Tenate on the charge of the courtroom bombing.
Ted Tenate?
Apparently, disabling bombs isn't Mr. Tenate's only specialty. Somehow, the victim must have realized that he was the bomber. So when she was caught in the blast, she left his bomb transport case number as her dying message. She used Mr. Tenate's own ID number to finger him for the crime.
Objection!
Why would anyone go out of their way to write an ID number? Wouldn't they simply write the person's name?
It's got a good point there. What do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright? That only Detective Arm would know the answer to that, but allow me to offer a theory. Perhaps Arm couldn't recall Mr. Tenate's name in the heat of the moment. As I recall, this was the first meeting between the two. Entirely possible they wouldn't have even been familiar with each other. Or maybe using the ID number was a way to hide its true meaning from the real culprit, thus lowering the odds that they would erase the bloody writing. But no matter what the reason, the important thing is the meaning behind her message. The fact remains she wrote Mr. Tenate's ID number.
Objection!
Why would anyone want to finger Tenate?
Now, just one moment here. There hasn't been any proof yet that it was indeed Detective Arm who wrote it. The bloody writing wasn't found during the investigation after the blast. Detective Arm had left the message. It should have been found at the time.
No, because the case was on top of it.
Objection!
You You dumbass! Naturally, Mr. Tenate hid it before anyone could discover it. And there's a simple explanation for how he was able to do so.
What?
Mr. Tenate was able to cover the message up because he was the first to find the body. I remember that. The first person to discover the bloody writing was Mr. Tenate himself.
I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body.
When Mr. Tenate saw that the victim had written his ID number, he used the bomb transport case to cover up the bloody writing as a stopgap measure. Oh, so that's why the message in blood was under the transport case. He didn't have enough time to try and scrub away the writing. If he didn't report the body right away, he would look suspicious. So those letters lived on to serve another function. And Mr. Tenate used them in another incident. Oh, the assault on Mr. Justice. Exactly. Mr. Tenate hit upon a plan to use the bloody writing for his own purposes, so he didn't clean it away. Instead, he made it look like Mr. Justice wrote it, by adding 2 lines to the writing that Detective Arm left behind. Yeah. He changed the meaning of the message. He made it look like Mr. Justice was accusing Miss Woods of the attack. So that means the only person who could have altered the bloody writing was the courtroom bomber, who was the same person that assaulted Mr. Justice. And that person is Ted Tenate!
Order in the court! Order, I say! It looks like we will have to hear from the bomb specialist himself. Mr. Payne, please have Mr. Tenate take the witness stand.
Yes, Your Honor. That was great, Mr. Wright. Just doing what I do best, which is flying by the seat of my pants.
Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try.
I'm handling it all right. I finally drawn Mr. Tenate back to the witness stand. Looks like you'll get your wish, Goggle Man. Now watch me take your lies apart, Goggles Man. I just want to finish this case and get to the good stuff. The good stuff, I tell you! Yeah, it's different here. It's different. The description of indicting is throwing me off since it's usually done by a grand jury, at least in the US. Yeah, it's gonna be more along the lines of Japan's criminal system because technically the original game is taking place in Japan. They change it to like Los Angeles or California in general for the localization, but then it makes some stuff not really make any sense.
Mr. Tenate, I'm afraid we have a few more questions for you. I understand the situation, Your Honor. I was keeping a close eye on the proceedings from the gallery. The allegations are all laughable.
Objection!
I wouldn't be laughing if I were you. The message in blood matches your ID number. There it is. The same ID number that's there on that bomb transport case.
Such a far-fetched theory. No better than a tangled ball of wires.
I'll have them untangled for you in no time at all. You were the first person on the scene after Detective Arm left her message in blood. You were the only one who could have hidden the writing and used it again later.
I see times 2. But then, let me ask you, do you have any proof that Detective Arm wrote that message?
That's a very good question. Do you, Mr. Wright? The best way to prove that Detective Arm wrote that message is to analyze the DNA. Your Honor, I request that a DNA test be performed on the blood itself. Once we know whose it is, it will be obvious as to who wrote the message. Exactly. I actually thought of that earlier. Uh-huh. Very well.
Bailiff, please put in a request for a DNA test.
Yes, Your Honor.
There'll be some time before we have the results of the analysis. Till then, let's hear more from the witness. I would like nothing more, Your Honor. I want the court to hear how ridiculous the defense's theory is.
After the explosion. I admit I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. There was no bloody writing there at the time. Anyway, there's no way Detective Arm could have written it. She struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. She was too far away from where the bloody message was found. So you're saying that the victim's body was nowhere near where the writing was? Precisely. It is as plain as day that she could not have written it.
It's true that the body was discovered near the entrance to the courtroom. Please have a look at this crime scene photo.
Oh, God.
As you can see, there's blood on the rubble near the victim's body.
Okay.
She must have died after hitting her head there.
I mean, she could have been... No. I see. All right then, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Do you have what it takes to take my infallible testimony apart?
We'll see. We'll figure that out together, buddy.
Okay.
Let's save. And then I want to look at this picture. I admit I was the first one on the scene.
Hold it!
Why were you the first person?
To secure the area. It is regulation for a bomb disposal specialist to enter first.
In other words, you had the opportunity to alter the bloody writing then, didn't you?
Well,
Objection!
Mr. Wright, please don't interrupt. Mr. Tanita is about to give testimony that will show just how wrong your reasoning is.
I think he was just about to say something interesting, too.
When I went in and saw the aftermath, well, it was quite the disaster.
There was no bloody writing there at the time.
Hold it!
You were able to tell this even with those goggles on?
With these goggles, there is no way I could have missed something like that. I can see quite well with them. In fact, I can see every hair on your spiky head. Oh, you have a few grays, Mr. Wright.
That's all right! What? That's just flavor!
Poor Mr. Wright. You're always working so hard, keeping our office together.
Wait a minute. I don't have any gray hairs.
Just kidding.
Objection!
I object to the witness's attempt to prematurely give me gray hair. Mr. Tanate, this court frowns upon untoward comments on a person's hair or lack thereof.
I'm sensing a great wave of sorrow coming from the judge. My apologies, Your Honor. May I please continue?
He would look good with gray hair. Anyway, there's no way Detective Arm could have written it.
Hold it!
No way at all. If she didn't write it, then who do you propose did?
Mr. Justice, of course. Just before dying, he wrote the name of his attacker, Juniper Woods.
Just before dying? He's not dead. Huh?
A final message from your poor subordinate.
Poor Mr. Justice. Starting to get all misty-eyed. Apollo's not dead, folks.
So how can you be so sure it wasn't Detective Arm who wrote the message? It's very simple. She had struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance.
You can actually present something here. Okay. I'm not going to present anything yet.
She was too far away from where the bloody message was found. The victim's body and the writing are several yards away from each other. There's no way she could reach. Quite the conundrum.
That means something's off somewhere. There must be a contradiction.
Maybe the body was moved. That doesn't explain how blood got onto the rubble.
What if that was done by the real culprit after the fact? If that's the case, then something about that might contradict the evidence we have. Okay. So he's saying that maybe the blood was put on that rock afterwards. I mean, was that rock used on... Or was that piece of rubble the one that actually got her, and it's not the one that was used on Apollo, maybe? Or is it established that he was hit over the head with that rock that's next to him? Oh... Isn't there a way to ask Athena something? I don't know. Welcome in, Zalu. Welcome in. Is the Destiny duel? I guess we'll just have to find out. I just started playing this game today. I'm assuming it's called that because we're going to be following the story of Athena and Apollo. But I'm actually not sure. I really don't know anything about this game. And I don't want to get spoiled or anything like that. I don't want anyone to tell me why it's called Dual Destinies. That's just my guess right now. But yeah, having a good time aside from being stuck on the answer constantly. And this is the first case. I think they want me to react to this. But I'm not sure. There's no way she could have written it. I mean, a lot of this is a lie. Just trying to figure out how I prove this. Maybe I should just show the picture. I'll just save. I hate guessing, though. I really do. I think I'm just particularly tired today. I can't think. I can't think straight. Fair assumption, but then there's Phoenix to throw a wrench in that as of right now. Right, right. We dual dusty knees? Get some lotion! Clean the dust off. Okay. I'm gonna present the photo to this.
Objection!
It's not that, is it? Man! The witness's statement clearly contradicts this piece of evidence, Your Honor. No, it doesn't! No, it doesn't! I'm gonna love the tape! You're not gonna get me! Listen, I never claimed to be good at these games. I have fun playing them, but I never claimed to be good. Okay? Anyway, okay, I'm gonna press on this one again. Did I not press on this? Do you imagine she was thrown back by the force of the blast? A bomb can inflict damage not only from the explosion itself, but also substantially secondary damage from the blast wind. Detective Arm unfortunately hit her head on some rubble. It's stated in her autopsy report as well. Trauma to the back of the head. The autopsy report. Better take another look at that. Is there gonna be a clue in there? Oh, okay, I'm seeing it now. So, cause of death, trauma to back of head, caused by impact with a flat object. And then if we look at the picture, that's like a corner. Okay, okay. Now, do you see? Detective Arm could not have written that message. Reason for that being... I didn't realize I hadn't pressed on everything. What the hell? Okay. She was too far away from where the bloody message was found. Did I already press on this? Now I'm getting mixed up. Yeah, I didn't even press on everything. What the hell? Isn't it possible she could have crawled to the area of the bloody message? If that were true, then how did she return to the spot near the entrance? Maybe she crawled back after writing it? This guy just humphed me? Would you like to get down on the floor and give us a demonstration of your theory? Huh? No, thank you. The victim's body and the writing are several yards away from each other. There's no way she could reach. Okay, that I remember. Yeah, we said that. Okay, well, I think I got it now. Okay. Maybe the 3D makes the difficulty three-dimensional? Probably. Didn't press everything and call yourself an ace attorney? I know. It's my first day! It's my first day. Okay, so yeah. So let's present the autopsy report.
Objection!
Okay. There we go. You are a terrible liar, Mr. Tennate. Take a look at this autopsy, specifically the part about Detective Arm's head injury. Cause of death, trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. Yes, what about it? Now take a good look at the bloody piece of rubble. It's sharp and pointed. Ah, blah, 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 blah. Hey, you're right, boss. It is pointy. Just like your hair. That is odd, isn't it? What could be the meaning of this contradiction? I believe it means the victim did not hit her head on this piece of rubble. The bloodstain you see is just another fabrication. Its purpose is to mislead us into thinking the victim died near the courtroom entrance. Okay.
Are you claiming the culprit moved the victim's body?
That's exactly what I'm claiming. The victim hit her head at some other location, most likely on the floor or some other flat surface, and this location was somewhere near where the bloody writing was found.
In that case, she definitely could have written the message.
Your Honor, I have the results of the bloodstain analysis. Very good timing. Let's take a look. According to this report, the message was written in Detective Arm's blood. As the defense claims, only the parts of the message that were added afterwards were written in Mr. Justice's blood. That's what I thought. It would appear the defense's assertion is correct after all. Report that proves the writing was done in Detective Arm's blood.
Yes, you did it. You were right, boss.
Now I have to drive it home. I'll have to take a good look at the bloody writing analysis later. Why not right now? Look at this graph. DNA analysis. Okay. DNA analysis definitely proves the blood of the writing to be that of the victim, Candace Arm, age 27. However, the lines that were added later were found to be written in the blood of Apollo Justice, age 23. Yeah. Sounds about right. Do you know if the collection you have comes with the DLC cases? Apparently, yes. I didn't know. I wasn't sure. Saw a certain new edition by the chapters. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was extra. Maybe sharp and pointed, but it can have a flat side. Sorry, I'm being an actual good prosecutor. I mean, to be fair, the blood is focused on the corner.
Actually, according to my analysis.
Written an entire fan case. Oh, wow. That's cool. It's like fan fiction. As a non-biased source, it is neat. Objection! Mr. Tennate, it is now apparent you have told several lies to this court. I hope you have some sort of explanation for yourself. Just ... Okay.
Fine. I will confess.
You will? But then, why are you so calm?
This time, I will tell the truth.
Yeah, right.
It is true that Detective Arm wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote L115R. I was shocked. But I did not detonate the bomb.
Oh, okay.
Detective Arm must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad.
My bad? Isn't this the second time he's... My bad, y'all. I moved a dead body and messed with evidence in a fucking murder scene. My bad. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Can we just put him in jail? Can we just throw him in there? Like, come on.
I see. So it is your assertion that you merely move the body. Is that it? That is correct. I did not kill Detective Arm. Oh, well, if that's all you did, then... Wait a minute! That, in and of itself, is a criminal act! Glad to see you finally crossed the finish line, Your Honor. Very well, then. Your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright.
I don't even need to be... I would think about sharing it if it didn't have spoilers for all 3 games. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. I still gotta finish everything. I've only finished, the original trilogy, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and the first Apollo game. So I've gotta finish Dual Destinies, the 3rd Apollo game, and then I still need to play, the Edgeworth games, which I'm very excited about. Okay, it's true Detective Arm wrote my ID number.
Hold it!
So you admit that you actually did see the bloody writing that Detective Arm left. My bad. Again? Again. I should have said so from the outset. And you are sure it was your ID number?
I am sure. It was definitely my ID number.
Yes, I played the trilogy. I played the original trilogy years ago on stream, and then I hopped into the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and then I played the first Apollo game. So it's been like a year since I've played like the main games. I just finished Chronicles like earlier this year. Took me a minute. I'm not sure what AAI1 is. Ace Attorney Investigations? No, I haven't played it. I streamed it for like 1 stream to celebrate it releasing, and then I didn't finish it. So I still need to play... The order I did it was the original trilogy, Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and then Apollo 1 was thrown in somewhere in the middle of it. And then now we're here. So I haven't really played Investigation. Someone's gaslighting me here, but I don't know. Oh yeah, sorry. Zoe is saying that because I streamed Investigations for 1 day. Maybe? I streamed it for a day, but I didn't finish it. We just like kind of started it. I'll probably even restart it when I actually get into playing it again. We'll see. I don't know. I'm a huge crime media nerd, plus my job involves interacting with cops in courts, so I like geeking out about this stuff. I like learning about true crime stuff. Yeah, just the first case. I just played the first case, and then I played the other games, because I didn't want to play it yet. I was like, oh, I want to play all the other Ace Attorney games before I play Investigation. Don't question my choices! I do what I want! You don't know me. You don't know my life. It was definitely my ID number! It's so late, I'm getting delirious. The number was assigned exclusively to me by the police department. The number is assigned to my goggles as well. But those funky things were provided by the police department? Although these are special goggles customized by me personally.
Speaking of personalized, these sunglasses of mine were custom made as well. Nobody cares! They were specially created to be particularly dark and shiny. Speaking of special, my gavel is made of mahogany and was custom made as well. Nobody cares! It was specially created to make a particularly loud and resonating sound. Or sounding sound.
Sounding sound? Wish I had something to brag about.
Here! Spiky hair!
Be all of that as it may, I just want to reconfirm you saw the bloody writing clearly. And that it was your ID number.
That is correct. My ID number was written in blood on the floor.
Well, we've got our confession right there, buddy.
We've got our confession right there.
Questioning your choices because I think it's better to play investigations before. These letters are confusing me. Ace Attorney Investigations and then C before Apollo Justice T. Listen, man. I don't even know what these letters are Collection. Okay, Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. Apollo Justice Trilogy. Okay, well, here's the explanation for that. Apollo Justice Trilogy released before Ace Attorney Investigations Collection.
Oopsie whoopsie, I committed to murder. Uh-oh. Whoopsie.
That game is before that. I didn't even know that.
I got an explanation. It is what it is.
Thank you, Ruuuvo. Oh, Apollo Justice was on DS. This and Ace Attorney 6 was on 3DS. Collection Investigation was both on DS. I wasn't gonna play them until they were on console. I had a DS and a 3DS growing up, but I never got into Ace Attorney until after I started streaming, and I don't stream from my 3DS or my DS, so I... Anyway, she very clearly wrote L115R, I was shocked. John Madden! That's how my brain feels right now, just like... I don't know. I don't know, man! Okay, so now we have to press. ID number. And it was written after the bomb went off in the courtroom. Correct. I didn't know why she would write it, so that sent me into a panic. Sounds like you were in quite a tizzy.
I were in his shoes. I guess it would have psyched me out, too. But would you have messed with a dead body? I can't imagine coming across the message, "Psychs," written in blood.
If I saw gasp in pain written in blood, I'd certainly make me gasp. Rest assured, Mr. Tenate. Oh, so I'm doing the wrong voice.
Rest assured, Mr. Tenate, I understand how you must have felt.
Listen, it's 2:30 a.m. And so you discovered your ID number written in blood at the scene?
That is right. I saw it with my own eyes. It very clearly said L115R.
But I did not detonate the bomb.
Sure! Hold it!
Right! Didn't you? The victim may have had special knowledge of who the bomber was.
I have no idea what thoughts Detective Arm may have had inside her head.
It is not like I ever dismantled her mind to check.
Mr. Wright, if you have suspicions about the witness, let's see your proof. Evidence is everything in a court of law. Even school children know that. How many years have you been a defense attorney now?
Give me some slack, will you?
Don't feel bad, boss. You just got your attorney's badge back after all. In that sense, you're still more of a beginner than I am.
I suppose I should be thankful you're not a licensed psychologist. Mr. Tenate, please continue with your testimony.
With pleasure. My ID number was left at the scene, but nothing.
Detective Arm must have mistaken me for the real bomber.
Hold it!
Why are we even still here? By mistaken, do you mean you had nothing to do with the explosion? That is correct. That is why I was so shocked when I saw my ID number.
The victim may have suspected Mr. Tenate for no reason other than the fact that, as the bomb specialist, he was in charge of the bomb. In other words, a false accusation. It's vocational discrimination, I say.
The woman is dead. And you think she put the wrong person? I do not support discrimination of any kind.
Well spoken, Your Honor. If the victim had been found to be killed with a gavel, Mr. Blue Suit over there would probably have pinned the crime on you!
He would? Well, that just wouldn't do. Mr. Wright, if you dare try to pin anything on me, I will find you in contempt of court. Why are we still here? But I've never even tried to harm a hair on a strand of your beard, Your Honor. Well said, Mr. Payne, because I am so closely associated with bombs. I was afraid I would be prosecuted if anyone saw the bloody writing. It's like he's trying to make himself the victim. This case really... This should have been over 30 minutes ago. And this time it's not even on me being stuck on something. It's literally just doesn't make any sense. My bad, my bad. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing, my bad.
Hold it!
You didn't think to clean away the bloody writing?
I didn't have time. By the time I found the message, the blood was already dry. The police were waiting just outside for me to secure the room. And I still had to move the body. I was in a panic. With it, no time to spare, I temporarily covered the writing with my case. Didn't you think the police would find it during their investigation? Regulation stipulates only specialists may touch transport cases. Oh. Because of the danger, you see. I thought I would clean up the writing once they were finished. My bad. My bad. My bad? Does he really think that... Does he really think that will just magically smooth everything over? This guy is something else. And I don't believe Detective Arm's dying message was just some mistake. He won't wriggle out of this that easily. What did Mr. Tate see when he first discovered the bloody writing? There has to be a contradiction hidden in his testimony. It's true that Detective Arm wrote my ID number. She wrote L115R. I did not detonate the bomb. Well, that's the contradiction right there. She must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Okay. And... Rule of thumb is, let's hate on the defense. They suck, actually. Always. Always. We're so close. We're so close. I feel like maybe I just have to get this next thing or the next couple things and we're gonna be done. I'm so tired, chat. I should have stopped like an hour ago. I'm so tired. But I don't want to just stop in the middle of the freaking case, even though it's so pointless. Sleep deprived turnabout, yeah. No, it's not. It's 3 a.m. Even later for you. Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, there's still the fact that there's a piece of rubble that was removed. Right? And like the fact that he altered the words at all, I want to address, but I don't know if it's time for that. And maybe it's this. Hold on. I'm just gonna immediately go on the limb and say this. That's not obvious.
Objection!
Yeah. I just want to make doubly sure that L115R is really what you saw written in blood. Yes, it very clearly said L115R. But that's odd, because that's not what I see.
Objection!
What on earth are you babbling on about now? Wasn't it you who claimed the bloody writing was his ID number in the first place? Take a good look at the photo in the bloody writing analysis. Take a look at this photograph! Now tell me, does it really say L115R? Oh my god, he was gnawing on the wires! Something's missing, isn't it? And that something is the R. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Tenate? Oh, right! Now I remember, there was no R on the end. It was just a slip of the finger, my bad. Come back, my beautiful contradiction. Mr. Wright, I'm not so sure it was just a simple slip of the finger. You have something for me, Athena? I sense he's extremely agitated, almost panicked. I wonder why you sense that. I wonder why. Weird. I wasn't getting that at all. He does look pretty flustered. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears it was nothing more than a mere mistake. I don't know. Did he really just make a typo? What about that R? Did Mr. Tenate really see it? Yeah, he actually saw it. Maybe Mr. Tenate really did see the R.
but there's no R anywhere in the bloody writing. What's going on here? Huh? Now that I take another good look at the photo, I think maybe... That's it! What is it now, Mr. Wright? Are you trying to imitate Apollo and his cords of steel? I've got it. So that's what happened. A slip of the finger. Is that really all it was? I don't think so. I propose Mr. Chnate really did see the letter R. But the photo clearly shows that there's no R. No, Your Honor. Actually, just the opposite's true. The photo shows Mr. Chnate actually could have seen the R. If you're going to make that claim, you'd better be able to point out what you mean. I saw this a while ago. What part of the photo shows Mr. Chnate could have seen the R? Right here!
Take that!
Please look here, to the right of the 5. You see a little bit of red. Oh, I see it! Just on the edge of where the floor is broken up. That's the R that Mr. Chnate saw.
Objection!
It's true the witness wears some very, very odd goggles. But that doesn't mean his eyesight is bad, nor his brain. What part of that little smudge looks like an R to you?
Objection!
But what Mr. Chnate saw wasn't that little smudge. There was a whole and complete R written there before the floor was damaged by the explosion. Oh, well, that explains... Huh? Care to explain what you mean? Because you just proposed that everything happened in the exact opposite order. Yep, that's the way it really went down. The timing of when the R was written turns everything about this case around. Turn about, perhaps? Now then, if the floor was damaged by the explosion, when was the message written? Before the explosion, yeah. With the bloody message running off the edge of the damaged floor like that, we can only conclude it was written before the explosion.
But that's ridiculous!
If that were true, it overturns your own premise. That's right. It does. In fact, it turns everything upside down. The victim was not killed by the explosion in the courtroom. She was killed before the explosion ever occurred. Okay. Order! Order in the court!
What kind of preposterous claim is that? Have you forgotten the victim's body was found at the scene of the explosion?
Objection!
The explosion was a cover-up! All along! Almost there. True, but consider this scenario. She was hit on the head and killed before the explosion, or even before the trial began. Her body was subsequently placed in the courtroom ruins after the bombing occurred. That way, it could be made to look like she was a victim of the blast.
What?
Sounds like we had better look into what the victim was doing before the trial. Mr. Payne, did anyone see arm before the trial?
Let's see. According to the police report... here it is. One person. One person saw the victim before the trial. And that person was... Chnate. Wait, what?
No one besides Mr. Chnate saw the victim?
That appears to be the case, Your Honor.
I would now ask the court to recall something. Specifically, Mr. Chnate's words from yesterday. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. Oh my! Mr. Chnate, just before the trial, you were with the victim. The two of you were together at the scene of the crime, courtroom number 4. Your Honor, the defense requests new testimony from Mr. Chnate. We wish to hear what he has to say about his whereabouts just before the trial. Mr. Chnate, your testimony, please! My testimony, there is no need for... He's completely unnerved, Mr. Wright. Must have hit the nail on the head. Because, all I did was transport the bomb to the courtroom. I already told you... blast this thing! I was only in the courtroom with the victim because of our work. I swear I was only transporting the bomb there.
Objection!
Hey. You and the victim were alone together at the scene of the crime. In other words, you certainly had the opportunity to commit murder, did you not?
Objection!
Tisk tisk, do you always leave yourself so open to attacks, Mr. Wright?
What now, Mr. Payne?
Yes, Mr. Chnate may have had the opportunity to kill Detective Arm, but an important piece of your assertion is missing.
What important piece?
The murder weapon. What do you claim was used to kill the victim? A flat object. Maybe your brain! Mr. Payne has a point. Even if Mr. Tenate had the chance without a weapon, he can't accuse him of the crime. Well, Mr. Tenate? His brain's a fucking pancake. Oh, yes, that's right. This is such a creepy face. Hello? Oh. You flat brain, you? It's not just smooth, it's flat. I didn't have any sort of thing that could be used as a murder weapon on me. I couldn't possibly have killed Detective Arm. Did he really have nothing he could have used as a murder weapon? What is it, Athena? Just looking over the victim's autopsy report. I'm hoping there's something in here that can point us in the right direction. Well, it does say she died from trauma to the back of the head with a flat object. Yeah, and to inflict that specific kind of injury, all you would need is a flat surface, right? Heavy, blunt object with a flat surface could definitely be our murder weapon. Like the bomb itself? Just... Well, Mr. Wright, can you indicate for the court what was used to kill Detective Arm? Maybe. I believe I can. Believe being the key word here. You can? Then please do so now. Okay, hold on. Maybe the switch, because the switch has been missing. It could be the switch. Stolen just before the blast and now missing. Maybe. Yeah. What did Mr. Tenate have that could have been used as the murder weapon? It's gonna be this or this.
Take that!
No? This must have been the murder weapon. Huh? Don't be ridiculous! I'm getting too ahead of myself. You fell right into my trap. Did he? So, you confirm that this piece of evidence was not the murder weapon. That narrows my candidates down by one! Sir! I hope you didn't answer my process of elimination. See, sometimes messing up is funny.
Take that!
Alright. Mr. Tenate, you say you didn't have anything that could be used as a weapon. But in fact, you had the perfect thing. What? What the devil are you talking about? You had this. That's the bomb. This was my first thought. But I went with the other one anyway. I thought you were trying to prove the victim wasn't killed by the bomb blast. The bomb blast, no. But I believe Candace Arm was killed with this bomb. Because this is the blunt object that delivered the fatal blow to her head. Ah! Please recall the description of Detective Arm's head wound. Trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. We assumed this injury was sustained when her head hit the floor. But a blow from any flat side of this bomb would produce the exact same wound pattern. Ah! Ugh. What's with him? Then show me some proof! Where's the evidence that I hit the victim with the bomb? Ugh, he's right. I don't have anything decisive. Did you find any of the victim's blood on the bomb? That would be decisive proof. But too bad! The bomb is blown to bits! It's long gone! Boom! Game over! Yeah! Ugh. Oh, brother. Mr. Wright, is there really nothing on the bomb in the photo? There's a crack! In the glass! I remembered that.
Ugh, I don't see any blood or anything. Wait, the timer display is a little broken here. Maybe it broke when it made contact with Detective Arm's head. That's definitely a distinct possibility. But unless we find a fragment with the victim's blood on it, it's not going to count. Ugh, I guess you're right. Well, maybe that's what Apollo found. By setting off the bomb, Tennate managed to obliterate all traces of the murder weapon. What in the world do I do now? At times like this, I've got to change gears and look at things in a different way. Instead of looking for the things he wasn't able to hide, I should be looking for a way to expose the things he did hide. We're not done yet? Ted Tennate murdered Detective Arm before the trial started. Then he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off. Save. Gotta save. Judgy, look at this fool. He clearly did it. Look, he's losing his mind. Evidence is, look at that fucking face. Face crack of the century. Okay. Yeah, he murdered her before the trial, put her body in the courtroom after the bomb, which means there was something he needed to keep hidden until then. And I think I have just the thing. Time to present the photo that shows exactly what Mr. Tennate had to hide. The photo, huh? He murdered her before the trial and then put her body in the courtroom after the bomb. Which means there was something he needed to keep hidden until then. Is it just the writing again? Murdered her before the trial. Put her body after the bomb. It's so vague. At least to me. Expose the things he did hide. And now I'm stuck on the word photo. I'm thinking that it's one of these two things, but I guess I could be wrong on that. Okay, before we sit here for like 30 minutes with me just thinking, I'm just gonna present this picture so I can rule it out if it's wrong.
Take that!
Your Honor, please take a look at this. The fact that Mr. Tennate hid this makes it decisive evidence for my case. I'm not sure I really understand what you mean by that, Mr. Wright. Me either! I love Ace Attorney. So fun. So fun. Yeah, I need to see his breakdown tonight. I need to see it. It's so late, but I need to see it! Okay, let's not think about the photo part. Let's just look.
Take that!
I'm too tired to think anymore. I'm sorry, chat. I can't think anymore. My brain is zapped. I should have stopped an hour ago. And just been like, well, pick it back up tomorrow. But no, I wanted to finish it! Oh.
Take that!
Is it this? I'm having ideas, but it's not right. I had ideas and they were all wrong. We're not gonna think anymore. And we're just gonna press buttons until it works, okay? Alright? And we're all gonna close our eyes. And we're not gonna see how I'm doing trial and error. We're not gonna see that. Trial and error? What do you mean, trial and error? I don't know what you mean. What? No, I figured it out immediately. With my smart, not flat brain. Yeah. Oh.
Take that!
Holy shit. This is so funny. You have to laugh, eventually. You don't have a flat brain, you have a spiky brain. I only see trial, no error. Maybe it's the badge. It's always the badge.
Take that!
What does a spiky brain do for me? Do I have fleeting thoughts? Sometimes? That are right sometimes? Okay, so I tried this. Maybe it's this picture. This. So the only thing I didn't do was this, and the tail and the autopsy report, I think. May I offer you a tiny cookie in this trying time? Sure. Holds on to things better? Personally, I have pudding brain. Yummy. Chocolate. If you want to give me some kind of hint, yeah. I was just gonna go down the line. Bam, 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 bam. Cheesecake brain. That also sounds delicious. I was gonna try this picture next. Unless I... Did I do it already? I don't remember now. I definitely did this. I definitely did the one of Apollo. But I didn't do this or the tail. I'm just...
Take that!
Okay. It was just the picture of the fucking victim. Your Honor, there's something we've all been overlooking. If the murder took place before the trial, then Mr. Tenate would have had to hide the body somewhere. Tell me why, like, I already thought of this before and I just didn't even think that this applied to this problem right now. I knew he had to hide her body. And I know he's hiding it in the case. You know what I mean? Like, I know that. Then Mr. Tenate would have had to hide the body. Hey, you're right. And if we can figure out where that hiding place was... It's in the box! Exactly. We might be able to find some evidence we can put him down with. Oh, okay. We want to look inside the box for blood. I see. That's where we're gonna get him.
Take that!
I'm so done with this case. A box big enough for a body. A box that was in the courtroom the whole time. A box nobody would touch if they thought there was a bomb in it. Can we just be done? We already know what's happening. Mr. Tenate. What is it? Do you finally have some decisive evidence to show me? We're not voice acting anymore. I'm just reading it. No, you're the one who's going to show it to me. Come again? You heard me. Now show me what's inside that bomb transport case. Open it up! What? Why? No, there's no need. I've got him now. Just before the trial, you killed the victim with a blunt object. And then you placed her body in the ruins of the courtroom after the bomb went off. Clearly, you were trying to make it look like she died in the explosion. But where was the body hidden during the trial? Oh, I hadn't thought of that. What's in the box? The answer's right here. Inside a box made of thick alloy plating that can withstand any impact. No, that's, completely false. If it's false, you should have no objections to showing us your transport case. So, let's open it up and take a look inside, shall we? What's in the box? What's in the box? Show me. Show it to me! Let's not.
Not if you value your life. What's he up to now? Remain calm and listen carefully. This bomb will detonate in 5 minutes. What? Huh? I repeat, this HH-3000 will detonate in 5 minutes. What's going on? Your Honor, I recommend you adjourn this trial before this bomb goes off. Mr. Tenate, are you threatening me? Hehehe, I am the only one who can disable this bomb. If you do not want to die, your only option is to listen to me. But Mr. Tenate, didn't you say that's just a training model? A fake to practice on? I did, but I also lied. This is the real deal. This is the HH-3000. But the HH-3000 was used to blow up courtroom number 4, wasn't it? How do you know it was the real HH-3000 that blew up the courtroom number 4? Huh? The bomb that blew up the courtroom was a different one. One that I made. What? Then what? Then are we to take that as a confession on your part? Take it any way you would like. Just before the trial, I took the HH-3000 out of the stuffed animal and put in my own bomb in it. And that was the bomb that exploded and destroyed the courtroom number 4! Mr. Tenate, please be reasonable. Do you really expect us to believe a crazy story like that? The HH-3000. So unique. I'd never seen anything like it. So unique I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. So, I just had to have it. Besides, did anyone look inside the stuffed animal during the trial? Did anyone check to see if it really was the HH-3000 in there? I must confess no one opened the stuffed animal to check. Well, don't we have a picture? I feel like this is gonna come in handy now. Okay. Actually, fuck you, not my bad. I don't regret this. I lied. My bad. So there really is a possibility the bomb was switched out? No, not a possibility. A certainty. I did it. So he has had a real bomb with him this whole time. You had better get out of here while you can. You do not have much time. He might be bluffing right now. Order! Order in the court! I'm out of here! It's gonna blow! Run! Oh. You four are still here? Well, well, aren't you brave? It's not beeping. It just wouldn't do for the judge presiding over this court to run. But that horrible explosion the other day. The judge looks like he's about to book it for the nearest exit any second. As for Mr. Payne... that is... Ah! Bye. And he's off. Mr. Wright, what do we do? Ugh, it'd be pretty apathetic to run now, wouldn't it? But the bomb might really go off. Only 3 more minutes, folks. Oh. Is that bomb really the HH-3000? What should I do? Run like a yellow-bellied chicken! Stand my ground. Can't run now. Well, it's been fun, but I will be going now. With my dear, dear HH-3000, naturally. Oh, and by the way, I would advise against having me followed. Even with no remote switch, this bomb can still be triggered manually. If I think I'm being followed, I will detonate it on the spot. Won't that also kill you? Farewell.
Hold it!
Oh. You're not going anywhere, Ted Tenate. Oh? Your Honor, there's no reason to be afraid. That bomb's a fake. Are you sure, Mr. Wright? More of your famous bluffing? Even at the risk of your own life? Mr. Wright, none of your bluffing now. Not at a time like this. Lives are on the line here. I'm not bluffing, and I have proof. You do? Of course, Your Honor. It's right here in the photo of the bomb, clear as day. Proof that Mr. Tenate's bomb is not the real HH-3000. Really? Out with it then, immediately! I don't immediately know the answer, so hold on. Where's the proof that what Mr. Tenate is holding is not the real HH-3000?
Is it just the crack?
Take that!
I'm gonna try it. This is ridiculous. Okay, yeah, it was the crack. It wasn't the bomb. It was the other bomb! Yeah, where's the bailiff he ran to? I'm having such a hard time following what's happening, but then it's super late. Yeah. You gotta think about how I feel. It's a bomb, but it isn't. That bomb is fake. The autopsy report is fake. The badge is fake. This courtroom is fake. Ruuvo's fake. No. No. I'm married to that person. That's my spouse. My spouse is fake. The truth is fake. Display for the timer on the bomb in the photo is broken. Most likely it broke when Mr. Tennant used the bomb to attack Detective Arm. But the display on the bomb in front of us is not broken. Oh, you're right. Therefore, this is not the real HH-3000. Mr. Tennant was clearly lying when he said he switched out the bomb and the stuffed animal. The real 3000 blew up in courtroom number 4. This bomb is nothing more than a fake, a model used for training purposes. Ah! Fear not, Your Honor. I will examine the inside of the bomb transport case myself. Yes, please do that, Mr. Wright. No! Stop! Uh-huh. What is that? Is that a blood stain? Just as I expected. Your lies have all been blown to bits, Mr. Tennant. I'm confident DNA analysis on this bloodstain will confirm it's Detective Arm's blood, and that those results will conclusively prove you murdered her. How about it, Mr. Tennant? Think you can dismantle this decisive evidence? Dismantle it? You're too late! You missed your chance to run, so now you're out of time! This HH-3000 is about to explode! Don't try to threaten us, Mr. Tennant. I've already proved that your bomb is a fake. It's real. This bomb is the real thing, I tell you, then why are you gnawing on the wires like a rat? It's real. Mad bomber, party of one. There's no time left. It's gonna blow. I have to disarm it. I have to take it apart. I can dismantle anything. I can take apart evidence. I can take apart bombs. I can dismantle it all. Dismantle, 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 dismantle. Only one thing left to do. Stop! Oh. Can we go home? Made it! Game over. Dismantle attempt failed. Good thing it was fake. His little face. It's all over. My life has been blown to pieces. It's all that stupid woman's fault. I was selling the bombs I disarmed on the black market. When I tried to take this one, she just had to notice, didn't she? She confronted me in the courtroom that day. That's why I had no choice! Oh, they are little bombs! I didn't realize they were little bombs! I thought they were just little eyelashes. Before I knew what I was doing, I hit her. It's all her fault! Oh, the victim blaming? Oh, the victim blaming? I don't think so! While I was looking for a place to hide her body, she left a message in her own blood. The trial was about to start, so I didn't have time to clean it up. And now all this! I thought for sure I could disguise her death with an explosion. Then that stupid defense attorney started sticking his nose into my business. After my testimony yesterday, I went to courtroom number 4 and I found that kid all up in my bomb transport case. All up in my business. That's when I snuck up behind him and bam! And when the idiot police arrested that little girl, bam, bam! I thought for sure I could pin it all on her. Why? Oh, why?
Attorney, you are hereby under arrest on suspicion of the courtroom bombing and the assault on Mr. Justice. Your innocence or guilt will be determined at a later trial. Now then, I see that members of the public have returned to the gallery. One person, however, seems to still be running far, far away. Be that as it may, I will now announce Miss Juniper Woods' verdict. Not guilty!
I knew that pinecone bow was innocent. Just empty.
Court is adjourned.
Can I go to bed now? Please. Can I just do this later? Like, I think I'm just gonna save and we'll do this tomorrow. I'm done. I'm done, please. Please. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up tomorrow. I don't know how long it's gonna be, okay? So I don't know. I need to sleep! It's 3 a.m., chat. It's 3 a.m. I'm leaving, okay? Well, we got the not guilty verdict, okay? I should have stopped it, but you know, I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Like how I forgot to download this game and I was an hour late to stream and that's why I'm awake at 3 a.m. Yeah. Yeah. It's all my fault. It's all my fault from the beginning. Welcome back, Ace Attorney Tuesdays. Yeah. And Wednesdays. So I'll be streaming more of this tomorrow. I'll be live starting at 9:30 p.m. Central Time because I have the game downloaded now, so I shouldn't be late. But yeah. And thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I know it's really late for most of us, and that took a long time. So I appreciate y'all being patient with me and hanging out while I stumbled my way through that. So, thanks. I appreciate it. The sleepiness added to the breakdown voice acting. I hope it did. It did. But yeah, that's going to be it for me tonight. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for your presence and for hanging out. I'm going to get some sleep for sure. I'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 with more Ace Attorney, and we'll finish this and start the next chapter. And yeah, there is my social media there if you want to follow me anywhere else. I'm most active on Blue Sky. We also have a YouTube channel where I upload my streams. And yeah, that's about it. But I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.